What were you busted for?
Me, what's it called? I got caught with just a burner. I fucking tried to run from the hood house on Long Beach Boulevard. And they fucking found a Mac 11 in the trap house. You know how, hey, on the hood, if you smoke wax, you know that shit be kind of have you stuck. That's
oh, hell yeah, get you paranoid. That shit get you paranoid.
That's because you be hitting it like a blunt, fool. You be
I do.
You hold it in? You hold it in?
Yeah, I hold it in.
Sure, we are in this motherfucker.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up, dog? On facts.
One of the hottest, nigga. Compton City, motherfucker.
Hey, today I got energy. I'm not got that out today, fool. The 44 Vato pod, I was coming down, fool. The last bender from Friday.
Honest.
I drank from Friday to Monday, right? And I did yo's and all that. But on Sunday, some fucking torta pulled out a spooky. So, our pod, I was burnt out, falling asleep. So I wanted to say Spencer Latira.
It was still good pod. It was still a good pod, fool. She gave us a good hour, a good little hour banger for sure.
This P-Face's first Raza pod, right?
It's the first Raza pod. P-Face, one of the youngest, one of the dopest fools out here, fool. Top tier, not only viral, but also talented, fool.
You know,
nowadays, some people have more virality than talent, but they only matches and shit. So shout out to the motherfucking P-Face, fool.
Thank you for coming, Compa.
Appreciate you,
No, I was
fool.
already in South Central, already right here with the homies.
Woo, if you know, you know. Sheesh.
That's
How
right.
with you, fool? How you been?
Yeah, chilling right here, just chilling, bicking back, being bull. I'm from Hades, fool. I ain't gonna lie.
Don't trip.
I was right there, posted up, and then I gotta do what I gotta do. You know, I already told you.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. I was eating pozole right now.
Like a real one, fool.
In the hood. That's what I'm like,
Hey, what's a typical day for P-Face, fool? On some real shit. Like, what do you do? What do you wake
outside
up?
with the fam, you know. Outside, I'll be right there with my girl. You already know. I'll be right there with my family. You know, so I'll be chilling. I'll be right there with my headphone, taking care of her, you know, pull up on her, you know, see what's up. You know, get shit out the way, you know, the regular
Man with the family, dog. Hey.
You got kids or what?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my girl got kids, though, you know.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay. Being responsible for, all right, nigga. Shit, doing it up.
Hey, how old do you know, fool?
I'm 18.
Damn. Shit.
That's young ass.
That's
nigga,
crazy, fool. Did you ever see yourself having so much motion as fool? Or just fresh
I
out?
already knew it. I ain't gonna lie. I was telling everybody. My bad, homie. What's it called? I already knew it. To be honest, I was telling everybody when they were asking me when I was in jail and all that. They were like, "What you gonna do when you get out?" I was like, "I'm gonna be a rapper." And they're like, "Man, for real?" And I was like, "I'm gonna see you right there with all them fools that we be watching. You know, we be watching the TV. You know, all the fools coming up. You know, Peso, Lefty, Gunplay, Chito. You know, we see all them. So I'm like, you gonna be right there with them fools? I'm like, yeah, I'm watch. You gonna see me?
Yeah.
So, you know, and then literally baby steps, you know, like about a year ago.
Shit! That fast,
You manifested it. It's a trip because I heard you say in one of your pods that like you came out in the homies hood vlog and that kind of pushed you to be a rapper.
Yeah.
But you saying you were wanting to do it like before all that?
Yeah. I always wanted to be a rapper. I always tell you know how you tell your mom like what you gonna be when you grow up. Like shit, that's what I always tell my mom. Like I always stick with it. You know, like. I'm gonna be a rapper. At one point in my life, I was thinking about being a football player. You know, got kicked out the team. You know, fuck it, thugging. And then that's when I was like, I'm gonna do this. I got locked up, and then I see all these fools going up because people would always tell me like, I ain't gonna lie, it did get stuck in my head like, oh, you can't be a homie and be a rapper, and I'm just like, damn.
What?
You know, it really did fuck with me. You know, but then I see Lefty. And then I see like Peso and Munchie Suede, you know, it was like, you know, I ain't gonna lie, it was motivation. I wouldn't say inspiration, but it was motivation. I'm gonna give them their flowers on that. It was motivating me my way to where I'm at, you know.
So the new wave of the
I'll see them fools and I'm like, damn, like these fools are hard and they're homies. They're just like me. They're from they're not that far from me. This fool, Huntington Park, Maywood, South Central, Bowen Park, man. I'm like, these fools are not that far from me. And man, they're from, you know, not the same area, but they're from the trenches, just like I'm from the trenches and from the same way we move. They move the same way I move. So like, why, if they could do it, why can't I do it?
And also, do you have like a chip on your shoulder, fool? Because you're from Compton, fool. You know, the city of legends right there, fool.
Man, you already know. Compton a different water. I feel like I don't got a chip on my shoulder. I feel like if anything, it gets me more leverage, dog. You know, like shout out Compton. You know, I always got my city behind my back. You know, every time I see someone, Like random, it be random fools. Like, I'm a resident, dog, but I be see these fools. You know, it's Hub City. They can't fuck with us. Like these fools just it turns them up.
Yeah,
dog.
it does.
It's because like there's no really homies from Compton, you know, doing their thing like that. You know that I've seen. You know, like I'm not saying
not like this.
I'm not saying I'm already doing it, but you know, I'm getting there.
I mean, I would say like out of all the Hispanic rappers, I don't think no one has like surpassed what P-Face has done.
What about Tres?
What P-Face has done? Nah.
Tres
is dope.
I know he was kind of hating when you first came out with it. I was like,
nah, hell no, I call that fool right now. He gonna be like,
oh,
what's up, dog? Yeah.
You guys said they made it cool.
Nah, he just knows the deal. Like, he knows the deal. Like, you already know. Like, he just knows the deal. He gonna respect it. You know, you don't gotta like it, but you gonna respect it.
I see like, oh, don't make me come back out of retirement. I'm gonna flow.
Oh, yeah. And I caught him the same day. He was like, you know, I'm just fucking with you. He was like,
he knows the internet. He was struggling.
Yeah.
Hey, what were you busted for?
Me, what's it called? I got caught with just a burner. I fucking tried to run from the hood house on Long Beach Boulevard. They fucking found a Mac 11 in the trap house.
Mac 11. Oh.
They found it. You know, they caught me with a Mac 11 and shit.
What you was doing on Long Beach Boulevard? It's still a blade right there?
Yeah, Euclid and Long Beach Boulevard. You already know the donut shop.
You already know.
Shit,
you already know.
Long Beach Boulevard. I was trying to run. You know. That's what I'm saying. And then the only reason why I said what I got caught with is because in the Citizens app, it low-key went viral, like where I got caught in Euclid. So, like, if you live on Euclid, you're like, oh, yeah, that was you, dog? Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
Spencer,
sheesh.
Hey, you've been in Compton your whole life?
Yeah, I've been in Compton my whole life, but what's it called? I was born in South Central, though. I was born in the California hospital.
Damn, one of the worst hospitals.
Tell my girl saying that, I'm like, said it?
Yeah, fool.
But
a lot of people there.
My mom wanted to get burned in different hospitals. Just, you know what happened? And my mom got scared of a bee, and then her water broke.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That ass.
Oh, so you came out early.
Yeah, I came out early. I was supposed to be born on Christmas, but now I'm born on December 20th.
Oh, nice. Christmas baby. Sheesh.
Yeah, Simone, dog.
Why is it the worst hospital?
A lot of dead people died. I mean, a lot of people died there from California hospital.
So they suck ass like that?
Yeah,
I heard Nipsey Hussle died there.
Yeah, fool. My pops and my gramps right there.
Oh, rest in peace.
You think if it would have been in a different hospital, it would have been female? Or you think?
Even Cornell, all his homeboys died there, fool. So I'm like, God damn, I went to the wrong hospital, fool. And I think like
I was born, dog. It wasn't like I was dying. They could get you out the womb, but they can't bring you back.
And I think every floor is a different company, fool. Like for insurance purposes, it's weird. Some crazy
the homie
shit.
trying to pass the hood and shit. Yeah, fool. Pass it. Yeah, don't be scared.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, so you were thugging since the fucking height, since even in the hospital, it's surviving that way.
Yeah, shout out the homie Peasy. You already know.
You need to make that a bar like how Tommy did. Like when I was born, like I'm saying, the doctor said I was gonna die or some shit. You feel me? Like, you know, getting backlash because he said I was supposed to be born a girl and shit.
Yeah, I see.
But it happens
shit.
sometimes.
Yeah.
No? I started seeing comments.
What you mean it happens?
Sheesh, and with the relationship with Tommy, wait, man, you and him together,
the boy.
fool.
That's the boy, dog. Shout out Tommy Gunz.
I know you kind of came in together with him and Blanco and shit.
Yeah.
You feel like you got to choose sides, like, because Tommy and Blanco at odds?
Hell nah, fool. That shit not beef, dog.
Yeah.
Shit not beef.
Cause even when
you see that food training right now?
Yeah, well, even when Tommy talked about it, he kind of showed, there's a little bit of love there, but it's a little disappointment.
Nothing to fake, can't fix up.
Yeah, so it's not, a little quick. Little quick squabble.
Who wins that fight?
Oh, fuck yeah. Smoking with motherfucking P-Face.
Yeah, nah, don't put him in the middle of that fucking jackass.
Well, homie's training, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, Blanco was getting a little... But how did that dynamic start? Because what I heard in the streets that you had these fools in Compton every day and shit.
Yeah, fool. What's it called? Then, they from far. So I'm like, come back to my neighborhood, we'll kick it, to spend nights with me. And Blanco knows how to drive. I don't know how to drive.
Oh.
So I'm like, hey, homie, take me right here, take me here. Also, but it wasn't like, oh yeah, do it. We'll be right there dazzling, right there chilling, all over the city, and then that fool. And then that's when I was like, oh, these fools are not rapper homies, these fools are homies. That's how
they showed you the real shit.
Yeah, and then that's when the dynamic, you see us every day together now.
But even then, it's a dope thing for them fools to like pull up to Compton. Here you go.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Even for them to go pull up to Compton, I'm sure it was a fucking... You go. We got the young homies in the back.
Oh, shit. He said to the face.
Ooh, there you have OPs around you. What's up with you, fool? Shout out to the
already
homies
know
from
it.
the fucking, you know.
You already know. Shout out to the homies for Pimenta Flash. You already know. I did a song with Foolie, about to get a song with the homie Peasy. You already know.
Yeah,
That was hard. That's the one you're playing right now?
Yeah, hey, the homie's dope, fool. Another young ass 20. Man, I know that Raza, the young Raza way, they're just,
We
man,
on
rapping
it right
different,
now.
fool.
The homies is on it, you know.
They're rapping
like,
different.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, hell yeah, you know, like all the, you know, that shit's good. I like seeing shit like that. I don't ever be like, I'm not gonna, oh yeah, I don't ever see no fool as competition, like, oh yeah, man, like, nah, you trying to get in the game, nah, get in the game, homie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if I can help you in any type of way, I'm
that's
not
clean,
gonna
fool.
put it in your hand, but I'll assist you along your
Yeah.
way. Cause I wish someone would do that for me when, like, you know, I was trying to do that shit.
That's real, fool. That's real.
Growing up, like, did you ever listen to any other Hispanic rappers at all?
Yeah, I did. I listened to that fool, Mr. Shadow.
That's a
Okay.
good one. Man, you hip hop as fuck, fool.
Yeah. And then I listened to that one for Baby Bash.
Baby Bash.
Baby
That
Bash,
was
that
talented.
shit, yeah.
That's
That's talented.
We got hits.
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe, okay.
You know, fools like that.
No SPM?
Nah, I never really get like when I started like banging, you know, like I ain't gonna lie, I bumped a couple songs, but I can't say I grew up listening to them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I bumped a couple of songs, you know, but I don't condone with whatever he got
Yeah,
going
no,
on.
of course.
Fuck SPN.
Hey, a real one. And also, I heard you bring up a lot of Eminem, fool. Like,
Yeah, fool, he was my biggest inspiration. Dog.
fire, fool. Look, Eminem gets a lot of hate from the Crips and the Bloods out here, fool. It's like, oh, who bumped Dawn in the Hood? They were bumping Eminem. Facts, fool.
Bitch.
Okay, go for it.
Dropped the wood and everything.
You like Eminem when you were sober or when you was
Oh, fool, but I ain't gonna lie, you already know. That best Eminem, that prime Eminem with Slim Shady, dog. You already know. He was,
Slim Shady,
when he was
dog.
on tour, you know, faded,
out,
shit, you know,
everything.
that shit was
Shooting
hard.
out.
You know, his freestyles, dog, this shit was the illest, the sickest.
Yeah,
fool,
you're
that
right.
shit. Man,
No,
shout out
man,
Eminem.
like your freestyle, fool, you don't hesitate. You get on that shit quick.
Yeah, fool.
That's something that you enjoy, so you're more of a...
I do that shit just for fun. I don't really do that shit. You know, I be in my house. You can ask the people around me, like my mom, my sister. Like I rap on the regular. Like fool, I don't really got nothing
in the
else to
shower,
do. You know,
yeah.
I just rap on the regular. Like
Yeah.
I'm always just thinking of raps. I'm always thinking of just rapping. I'm either rapping on some beat. I'm rapping over a song that I hear that I like the beat. I'm just rapping. My girl be like, damn, you always rapping. I'm
That's
like,
dope,
I'm like,
dog.
yeah, I just always rapping.
You write your own
dog.
lyrics?
Yeah, fuck
Yeah, I write my own lyrics. Mandatory, dog.
No
Hell
one
yeah.
no one ever ghost written on that.
Nah, hell nah. Fuck no.
I remember I interviewed Chino the P, and it was like, yeah, it was with PFace. It was just like we was in the studio just freestyling off the top. Like, have you always been that way, or like,
Yeah, I always
did you
been
kind of have
that
to grow
way.
into
That's
that?
ill, fool.
Nah, I always been that way because I would be right there. Like I would see, you know, like the challenges or like the challenges in like 2016, I was like in elementary. So you know the Eminem Rap God verses.
Yeah.
You could do that. The Busta Rhymes verses.
Wow,
I be
this
trying
was
to-
a real
I be trying to
fucking
do like
rap
look.
nigga.
I be trying to be like, oh rap. I used to be like and I used to be mad because I be like, Mom, look, I could do it, but then she doesn't understand shit like that. So she like, oh, that's cool, mijo, and I just be like, man, like what the fuck? I just
Appreciate
did that
it.
shit.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
just did
yeah.
that shit. But I always just rap verses, you know, LL Cool J, you know, I'd always listen to them. Like,
Damn.
fools like
Oh,
that,
Cool
like-
J, that's some throwbacks.
Shit. Fool, really?
Well, last time you went to
Nigga,
Ice
I'm
Cube,
on. I don't even listen to LL Cool
This
J.
was
I thought
like-
he was live, fool, when he canceled us.
I canceled because my girl had got Ice Cube tickets last minute. I was like, man, it's Ice Cube, fool. You would understand. Like, it's Ice Cube.
Hey,
Yeah.
fool, it's dope to hear that way, because you know what I mean? You're from the cloth of where like more the most legends come out of. So for you to
And
appreciate
I'm glad I went that day because that day, the next day, I ain't gonna lie, I low-key like, you know, cop some of his stilo. You know how he does in the crowd, like, hell yeah, can I get a hell yeah? In the crowd, hell yeah. The next day, I had a
Something
show
up
where,
game.
like, you know, I
Oh,
get
you
booked.
did the same thing?
I get booked for, you know, my shows, and I told the crowd, you know,
She
hell
gets
yeah. And that
booked.
shit does get, you know, that shit
Yeah,
gets
it's
bad.
presence.
I'm like, now I see why Ice Cube do this shit.
Yeah, sheesh, fool.
Is he top 3?
To you?
Hell
Your
yeah,
first
he's
one?
top 3. Is for me is top. All right, is gonna be number 1 DJ Quick.
Ooh.
Number 2 Ice Cube.
That's crazy.
Okay.
And number 3 50 Cent.
Oh. Bro, 50 Cent from the West Coast. We're claiming that. Fool,
Bro, what's
I
it
swear to
called?
God.
Hey,
That fool DJ Quick really did most of the drums to most of the bangers we like. He did the drums to In the Club,
Yep.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
you're
Hey,
right.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
real, bro.
yeah,
Bro, a
DJ
little bit
Quick did
overrated.
that.
Like Quick as well. Like he wishes he could be Dre. To me,
Yeah, but
Quick, you think Quick-
instrumentalist.
like he
instrumentalist?
wishes he could be what Dre is.
I feel like Drake wouldn't have it sound today without Quick.
That's cat.
Took a
Explain.
estilo. Took
He
a
was
estilo.
that was an instrumentalist.
Because he was doing the drum quits.
He was.
Most of your favorite songs, is DJ Quick is behind it. He just never wanted the exposure like Dre, but Dre
he
wouldn't be.
credited?
Dre even done said it in his interviews, like I wouldn't be right there. I wouldn't find my sound for the album that he did with Slim Shady. Even when he found Slim Shady, he helped with all that stuff
did.
when he did with all the drum kits.
That was the instrumental.
And any producer could tell you that getting drum kits is like one of the biggest things for the beats,
This nigga knows his shit.
Come on, man.
Hold on, what's the big controversy right now with like Quick and like they're talking about Quick and Draco or some shit?
Draco?
You know what I'm talking about, right? Or not?
Oh,
they brought up
they were
Quick,
saying, what career would you want? A Draco the Ruler career
Oh, yeah,
or a
I've seen
DJ
that
Quick? And I think the homie was like, Draco the Ruler.
I feel like I would even want to think of that. I wouldn't want to think to be no other man. I'd rather have my own career. I wouldn't even think like, be another fool for another day. Nah, I'd rather have my career have my own career.
Yeah.
I get what you mean though. Have a career like him. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's even an oddly comparison because it's two different generations.
And
Quite
also,
bigger
like,
impact. Quite bigger impact.
and also
though.
DJ Quick was a chemist fool in the fucking lab. Like,
So, of course people are gonna say different. I grew up when Draco was coming up, so so people are gonna say, or the people were like who my age are gonna say, oh, Draco had a bigger impact. People from y'all generation, oh, DJ Quick had a bigger impact. It's like it's like a really like a hard it's a hard conversation because it's two different generations. It's like really hard to compare.
Man, Draco legend.
Drake was a
He
legend
got
for
taken
sure.
out too
fool.
soon.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
what he did away.
I feel like I would say Draco. I feel like Quick is a little bit overrated, bro. I'm gonna be real.
That what?
In what way you think DJ Quick's overrated?
Like y'all give him way too much props for shit.
I feel like he doesn't get enough props.
For shit that Dre accomplished.
I don't think he gets enough
Fool,
props.
but when what Dre did, he would get a group of people, and then they were all create for him, and then Dre would just mix it, layer it up how it's supposed to be layered up, and basically that's what he was. He was like a conductor with one of those orchestra niggas. That's what Dre is with. And people like Scott Storch was the one that created that still Dre. Ling, ling, ling.
Yeah, shout out Scott
So
Storch.
Dre's been the genius because he was able to get people around him to create that magic. But even YG's album, it has instrumentals from DJ Quick. Fool.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dope. I feel like Draco got taken out too early.
Well, too early, fool.
If we would have got like the same age as DJ Quick, we're gonna see a whole
Yeah,
different career.
hey,
you
straight
know
up,
what I'm
rest
saying?
in peace, Draco. Huh?
Hey, you don't listen to no YG. YG from Compton, right?
YG from
Yeah,
Compton.
YG.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like what other rappers came up out the city.
You like YG?
Well, they be saying
Hell
he
yeah.
from Paramount and shit. Like they be saying he's not really from Compton.
Yeah, I'll be seeing that shit, dog. But I ain't. Hey, you see him right there in the city.
Yeah.
Most
Okay.
of his old music videos is in the city. Like fools are always gonna say something, but you
Yeah.
know, like. I'm not necessarily from that, that demographic from
Yeah.
Compton to even speak on it.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
gonna speak on from like I'm speaking more on the listener. I get what you're coming from
Yeah.
though. You're
Yeah.
speaking from like streets wise, but I'm speaking as a listener. Like you kind of lie that he really had the 2010s on live.
Lit,
That
fool.
Twitter
Him and-
booted.
him and
He
Tyga,
came,
sheesh.
and while everybody's coming with that gangster shit, he came with the
party
come at her
shit.
in the club,
Yeah.
that shit. Like most of these, we wouldn't have one Techie J, we wouldn't have Lil Veda without what's it called,
Speak that
YG.
speech, nigga.
Because ratchet music,
Yeah,
ratchet music.
yeah.
Like they could take it how they want it, but like you can't lie. You're gonna have an influence from YG, like especially if you from the area that we from, LA, Compton, Watts, you gonna tell me you don't listen to YG.
Yeah,
you feel like YG got a bigger impact on the game than the game?
The YG and then the game.
Yeah.
Dude, I like that question.
Yeah.
I like that
That was a
question.
good one,
That
dog.
was a
Yeah,
good
What do you
one.
think? What do you
I say
think?
yeah.
What do you think?
YG, because I feel
Yeah.
like YG. I'm not respectfully the game. What's it called? Yes, he came
He
he
had
came
it for
up,
10
but I
years.
feel like he came up while 50 Cent,
Yeah,
was
up that
already
wave.
YG. Who-
Solo Dolo.
Dolo.
You're right. Solo Dolo.
So
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
Jeezy
when you,
kind of helped
when
him
you
a
think
little bit.
when you think of the game, you're gonna think of 50 Cent too. You're not gonna lie. You're gonna think people from
Yeah.
LA. Okay, they're gonna think of
That's
the
a good
game.
answer.
But if you think of like more far like states wise, you're gonna think, oh, that one fool who had that song with 50 Cent. If you ask a person from
That's
New
true,
York,
yeah, he's right.
YG,
No, he's right.
oh yeah, YG from whatever song they do know him from.
Yeah, because he had more hits too. YG had more hits in the game, fool. Like,
So yeah.
like
younger,
actual,
and younger.
like bangers, like club bangers, fool. You know what I mean? For sure. Shout out to YG, fool. I fuck with YG.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of a breath of fresh air because like going back
You
to what
are,
I said
dog.
earlier and shit, like there's a lot of Compton representation in the music shit But it's known for the Latinos. And
Yeah,
shit.
you know,
So
that's
came-
what I'm trying to do. I'm
Yeah.
trying to, you know, like I want to be like, you know, the first ever like Hispanic Compton rapper.
Yeah, that's fine,
Like,
fool.
you know, like I don't really consider myself a Compton rapper yet. I feel like I'm not really established yet. I need, you know, get my footprint right there in the game.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like you know, that's why I'm just trying to get in the rap game. You know, I'm slowly getting there, but I'm not there. You know,
People be trying to figure out what you are online. Like this was Guatemalan, Salvadorian.
I'm both.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, Salvadorian?
no, I'm Mexican and Guatemalan. My mom's from Guerrero and my dad's from Guatemala.
Hey, don't call Guerrero, nigga.
Hey, all the real ones come out of Guerrero.
Right
huh?
now,
Straight up.
Drex, fucking
Yeah.
who else? Drex,
Cap G,
Cap
Drax,
G, sheesh.
Moreno Mexicano.
Yeah.
The fool
Damn.
who freed the black slaves and shit.
Ah,
Yeah,
you
bro.
claiming that? Some random homie facts. Sheesh. Hey, that's a dope mixture for all my nephews are gonna be happy about that because they're half Guatemalan and half Mexican.
Oh, for
most
real?
of my nephews, literally.
Yeah,
most of my
you know,
nephews.
it's good to see. You know, I want people like from my area to be like, damn, you know, he's the same as me.
Yes.
Like that's motivation to do whatever they want to do. You know, I just want to be, hopefully, just motivation. I don't expect to be inspiration, but hopefully, I could be motivation for the younger audience.
Yeah, you're a fucking white ass little nigga right here. Fool. Damn, nigga over here speaking that speak.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
That's big.
Nah, it's just not that many people get a voice, to be
Yeah.
heard. So I got a chance for my voice to be heard. So yeah, like MV music is how I feel. When I'm feeling ignorant, I'm gonna make some ignorant music. When
Yeah.
I'm feeling, when I'm feeling a little, all right, let me spread this message. I'm gonna feel, it's however I feel. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ever, I'm not gonna condone nothing that I wouldn't want anybody else doing.
Damn.
Were you on? What type of time were you on when you made your last single? The one when you responded to the incident, Universal Studios. It was that remix to that.
Oh, I was just hearing a lot of all these new Norte rappers and how they be dissing us a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, damn. I'm like, their flow's easy.
Yeah.
Their flow's easy. If so I'm like, man, I could do that shit. All these fools up there, all these fools are hard, cause none of them really done it like that. So whoever do got a little emotion, they're gonna like
Overhype
what
them.
you said, overrated it.
Like
Yeah,
Juan.
So that's when I was like, man, I could do what y'all doing, but more better, cause I'm from where I'm from.
Yeah.
So and then that's what I just did it. I just did it. I just made that song and then I just did it. I got in the studio and I was just like, fuck, fuck it. It is what it is.
I think that moment was.
But shout out NorCal though. Like when I seen some fools try to say, oh, he dissed NorCal. I never dissed NorCal. I dissed the gangs in NorCal. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out NorCal. Like I ain't gonna lie, I got some.
You got
I got
I'm
some.
sure.
When I peep some people like from Messy Marv, all them
Yeah.
fools like that, like fools from up there to San Francisco and all them fools like from the Bay. I'm not saying Messy Marv is from there, but I'm just saying like that area, like the Bay Area, like I got like a gang of like inspiration from them,
Yeah, that's
like
fire.
straight up.
Do you think you ever work with a norteño?
Nah,
Like later on, not right now. You're young, but like you grow out of this and all.
there's
like,
no point. I don't see no point. Why?
No, I was just saying, make money. They make shows over there. Look, Peso.
What if
went
reached
out.
out, like a big rapper from over there, like reached
Yeah.
out, like, hey, P-Face, let's do some unity shit.
Yeah,
Like, let's break the internet type shit.
He gonna have,
change it
he gonna
up,
have to
you know?
pay me. Nah, I'm playing.
money
playing.
talks.
Straight
That's
up, straight
that's
up.
a
Nah,
start.
hell nah.
How about Burner?
I got homies. I got homies from upstate, and I got a clique from in Washington. They really go at it
shit.
with the Northeast,
Yeah.
So like, imagine you were, and then not even that for any homies upstate. Imagine you really going at it with these fools, and then since we don't have no interaction like that because we're far as fuck from each other down south. We do music with them. It's like a spit from the homies in the homies' faces from up there because they're really really holding it down up there, and we on some different shit. Because we want to do music.
But what if that pumps
I
them
feel
up?
like-
Like, you know what? Man, let's switch it up. Look, they're making money together and everything. It starts a peace street.
Yeah, I think that's what YG did with Nipsey, right? When they
Yeah,
linked
look
up.
at that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing it right now. But I see where y'all coming from though.
Yeah.
I feel it.
You feel like that moment at Universal was your biggest moment this year?
No, hell no. What the fuck?
ChatGPT said so.
Hey, that's what ChatGPT says, fool.
Bang it.
Yeah, it does. It goes through your whole thing like oh shit,
That's
it breaks
fucked
down.
up.
Besides your freestyle, basically it was freestyle and then the fight. That's what it was.
Nah,
so.
what's it called? Nah, hell nah, fool. I seen the fool with the Norte tat, and I just was like, all right, fool. Like, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Fuck a buster. Like,
Oh,
get the
shit.
fuck out of here. And then his brother was like, oh, like, he was saying, like, I used to be in Norte. The fool with the blue jumpsuit, he was like, I used to be in Norte. I've been in prison with y'all fools. We good, all this shit. And I was like, nah, get the fuck out of here, And because I be seeing these fools this. And imagine I would have just walked away, and then he would have been like, oh, yeah, I saw that fool. He ain't do shit.
PFace.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
You guys were in line or what?
No, oh my girl's getting Starbucks, and I seen this fool's already like looking like. Imagine you see your enemy, but he knows your enemies, but you don't. So he's looking at you like, why this fool's looking at me? What Corridos he's from? And then I check his tat. I'm like, is he from my enemy? And then now I see the Northern Star.
Oh, you're like, what the?
And I was like, man, I just started tripping automatically. I was like, get the fuck out of here. And then my girl too, like my girl, we was with the kids, fool, and I did some mamadas, so straight up, like she got up on me like that, she got up on me, so I got, she was telling me. That's why you see in the video her holding me back and all that shit.
Oh shit.
You said you only pressed them because you see them dissing all the time in videos. You feel like if they don't be dissing on videos, you probably would have never done that?
Huh? If they were never dissing, I wouldn't have done that. But they be dissing,
Were they older fools or like younger fools?
Shit, like one was like my age, and then the other was like a little older.
That's pretty crazy that they're down here, huh?
What they end up doing? Just kick you out?
Yeah, they just kicked me out, fool, and then the
Damn,
fool.
They didn't ban you for a while?
Yeah, they did, but the fool, that little fool with the jumpsuit kept on telling the security, he got my chain. And the security asked me, you give him chain back? He was like, no. I told him no, and then that's when, what's it called? It's not like, and then we're like, all right, we're not gonna search you for it. You're like, all right, and then that's when they came back, just letting you know you're banned though, and I was like, all right.
For life or for how long?
I don't know. They were like, we need your season pass. I don't got it, and they were like, oh, so they were like, all right, just letting you know you're banned. We got face recognition, all that bullshit. I was like, all right, and then that's when I was like, man, I got this chain though.
I got banned, but I got
and went straight to dinner after that.
You should have kept that. You should have kept that as a trophy.
Nah, what's it called? Nah, cause I wanted to give it to my grandma, but my mom said like that's bad, like all that
energy.
shit.
Oh, she believes in that, like the spiritual shit.
Yeah. So I was just like, all right. Yeah. So
Your grandma would have been like this.
that fools were texting me too, like, so, I'm gonna get my
your
Santa
number?
Mente on you, whatever that shit is, the Santa Mente.
Oh, they were
shit.
DMing you?
Yeah,
shit.
they were talking shit like, oh yeah, we're gonna get that. I was like, all right. I don't
Do
even
you
know
think
what
those
that
fools
is.
knew who you were at that time, or then after when it went viral?
I feel like after when it went
it went
viral.
viral, like, oh, it was that fool.
Yeah, and they were just, try to get, whatever clout they try to get off it.
They saw a trophy out here in the wild.
Nah, but a lot of fools, I seen a lot of like vlogs were like kind of exaggerating, like, fool, I feel like I really need to do shit, I just feel like it's regular, know?
Hey, who's the one that posted it up first? It was you?
Nah, it was, I seen all these other vlogs, and then that's when, what's it called? I was like, man, I ain't ashamed of it, like, cause
put it out there, fuck it.
like, I ain't ashamed of it,
fool.
so I just posted it,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I ain't these other fools like, I want to, oh yeah, PFace got a drum, nah, we're running
Yeah,
catchy
for sure.
phase,
Yeah.
like, however you got, everyone's gonna got their own opinion,
Yeah.
I just want to not make it seem like, oh, like I'm hiding something, like, oh, how come you ain't,
Nah,
man, like I'm posting, what's up, like,
Yep.
like this has just happened, I ain't
It was
fronting
busy.
nothing.
You were busy doing your shit.
I ain't, I'm never gonna front nothing,
Did you see any blogs post about it and try to like flip the narrative on you and shit?
Shit, yeah, a couple, but I don't really pay attention. That's what vlogs gonna do.
Yeah.
Like you ever heard Eminem like I am who I am, like
Yeah.
whoever like that.
Yeah.
That song like
Whoever,
you,
I am whoever you say I am.
I am. That song,
yeah.
so whoever I'm saying, like whatever y'all saying, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. But just know like that shit ain't like how you think you guys. In the internet world, whatever, I am who you guys are. But in reality, I live in reality, homie.
They know what it is, for
Hey,
sure.
is that what happened with Blue Markey? He tried to like flip the narrative and like try
Who
to
the
make
fuck is that?
Blue Markey, Marcus.
Blue Torto.
Man, I don't really pay attention to that fool straight up. That fool's just be like,
Oh, he
like,
did a whole
Because he's
different
notorious
thing.
for that.
Right.
He'll flip a narrative and make something that's not even
even
true.
my girl said like, damn, he's
Even
like
with your situation.
even my girl said like, damn, he's like a female, like a
Yeah,
better female,
fool.
and then it's straight up like, I didn't want to do your interview.
He's Wendy Williams.
Like, he's just mad. I didn't want to do his interview.
Oh, you turned him down.
That's right. Fuck
Fool.
that guy.
My homies don't fuck with his shit. So they were like already like, don't hop on that fool shit. And then I'm in my head, I was like, man, my videos do more numbers than this shit, fool. What am I getting out of this? You know, a little. I'm gonna be on a little reel with some sad music in the background. Like,
He did that shit to me too. He's been a different area with you.
oh yeah, you were on there, dog.
That's why I was like, fuck that.
You've been on there all year,
Yeah,
fool.
fool, those are homies.
He's trying to do it to him right now too. And they're
I
like,
think I think your name is still on their wall.
he crossed it out. Y'all
he crossed you out.
I don't know.
That fool was weird. He was recording you bending over. I was like,
That was over exaggerating shit.
that's crazy. That fool's been saving that
It's
video for a
crazy.
long
He had
time.
that saved for so long.
Obsessed. He wants the verga. I'm not like that. Hold on. I'm not like that, G. Straight up, dog. You gay for doing that.
That shit was funny. I ain't gonna lie, homie. You be seeing that little shit they be doing with me and Blanco and Tommy?
Oh, the memes on TikTok?
Yeah, that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Like the gay raps or what is it?
Nah, the gay raps is like that's kind of weird because I just imagine some fool recording that shit and think it's funny, you know, like.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about they be editing pictures of us, like
Oh,
me
like
and
put
Tommy.
someone else's face in there, the streamers and shit,
and no, not the us. Some like doing like little gay shit, like what's it called, like. Like
Oh,
us,
the voiceover rap.
No, us hugging each other in the pictures, all this shit, trying to
the
make us
AI
like,
What is
yeah.
like hearts and shit?
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
back?
all this shit, and
something
like fool, they be showing me that shit. Like fool, I just crack up on shit like that. That's exactly how it is. You just gotta crack up.
Yeah,
on
you gotta
shit.
rap at this
you're
shit,
right,
dog.
you're
You
right.
can't. That's fool. You can't be.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
this.
that's facts.
Just stays in
can't.
bed all day.
Yeah, that fool.
How you tucked it like that? That fool was like this.
Just laugh about it, dog. There's no such thing as
That fool
background.
Blanco didn't like that shit at first, but then when we told him like, fool, it's funny. Like you gotta realize it, and then he started laughing
Okay, he
about
got mad
it.
at you, right?
Yeah, he got mad at, did he? Oh, yeah, he got mad at me. Yeah.
What?
Because I interviewed him and I asked him about a rapper, and then he hit me up, was like, hey, bro, can you take it down? I'm like, all right, I'll take it down. But then he asked me, like, a days later, hey, can you take this down? I'm like, nah, nigga, like, I already did you a
too
favor.
many edits,
That's
fool.
too many edits, bro. I'm gonna let it ride, bro.
No,
I
yeah.
hate when that
That's serious,
happens,
though.
dog. You do something like take it down, like fool. I'm not gonna waste time.
No, I don't know about that situation. I'm just saying, like, how, like, you know how we first come in, you know, fool. Like, I even had to adjust it, you know, when they were saying
Yeah,
little
for sure.
mamadas and all this shit, you know, like,
Yeah,
dog,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I've been gaming for this long, you know, and then, like, for fools to come up with some bullshit, like, man, like, I know I ain't no Leva, I know I ain't no J-Cast, and when fools, I see fools trying to create little narratives, like, dog, like, I could go back to my hood, you know, like, but it's just, like, I just realized, you know, it's just, that's how what they do, you know, like, I see it with everybody, like, everybody gonna gossip, but with me, since, like, I'm on the internet, people is more like, you know, people are
You're
gonna.
popping.
I think they did that a lot, too, when you went on a no jumper. Like, they were coming up with all types of narratives and
Yeah,
shit.
but, like, end of the day, like, none of those narratives are real,
Oh,
because
yeah.
none of those narratives ever affected me in real life.
Yeah.
Munchie beats on your nuts, dog.
It's all rumors. I'm about to hop on Monday.
Oh, you
Oh,
know, you
shit.
know what Munchie be?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. We're going to put this out
Yeah.
ASAP.
So is it true that they told you to and you like said now you don't want to go?
Nah, what's it called? I posted the text. What's it called? He told me that we're gonna do Tuesday, and then he texted me 2 days before it, and I just said let me know. I never said yes. I just said let me know if we is gonna do it. You know.
Yeah.
And then he texted me, hey, what's up? You still down to do Tuesday? I said I don't think I could do Tuesday. I got a music video. I was like, can you do Wednesday? And then it was like, oh, Munchie B can't do. I don't think Munchie B can do Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then they never hit me up after that.
Oh,
So for him to make it seem like, oh, I canceled on the day of when it happened, how?
Yeah.
If it was never assessed what day, they just told me 2 days before, hey, you still down to do Tuesday? I said, after I told them, let me know. I didn't know it was for sure.
Yeah.
Let me know. It's not yes. It's just let me know. And then they text me again, letting me know if I'm still down. I said, well, I got a music video. Can you do Wednesday? And they said, Munchie B
they
can't
did a
do
chess
Wednesday.
move, fool.
That's what I'm saying. For him to go over there, I'm like, man, that's when I lost all my respect for him. Cause it's like, all right, it's different. You could talk shit about me on the podcast, however, but when you go there lying on the podcast,
But he got you in there though. It's a chess move, painting
know.
that narrative that you like
I'm
ran
with
to
you.
pull up, and now you're gonna pull up.
you know, like it's not really something like I really need for my career. Oh yeah, me, Munchie B,
downfall.
my podcast. Like what the fuck, you know, like that shit. You know, I got.
It's
bro,
gonna do numbers,
That
though.
shit, nah, man.
So
I
it's
got,
gonna
I
be
got,
a debate- a
I got
debate
a
of
blind
that?
homie. I could do a podcast with him and that shit.
Yeah.
We really go viral. If you want to go viral, you know. And, you know, shout out to homie Sleepy for something. No, dog, like you straight up. I got a blind homie. You know, like we could do a podcast if I really want to go viral, dog. Like
Yeah.
you know, like. This fool, I seen him. He said, "Oh, we're gonna politic on the camera." And what? Fuck, we game makers, homie. You don't politic on the fucking
straight up.
camera, dog. Like that shit's out there, you know. Like I feel like he's just doing it because he's like Adam's little A&R or whatever the fuck he is. He'll get little interviews. Same way Lush, he tries to get little interviews, a little content. He's just trying to get content for Adam, because that's his job.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's all. That's the only thing I'm gonna speak on that.
You feel some type of way that he does have a disability and like he's trying to come at you that way? Because you said in one of your like in a clip you said like, nah, this fool's a blind fool. He gonna pull out the blind card. Like it's
it's just I see him sending telling like instigating all this shit like and then he's like, oh, it's no longer a content what's it called when you set that whatever whatever he feels like, and I already talked about it, and then he's just dragging it on. Like I'm saying, he's like a better baby mama. Like, like there's some shit like when you argue with your girl and she's still tripping. No, you still said that though, and she feels some type of way. Like what the fuck else you want? So this fool said, oh, it's no longer Compton politics. All right, if it's no longer Compton politics, then why you're telling a fool from Compton in the interview, oh, he's from your city, so I feel like you should get down with him and all this shit. Since y'all from Compton, that's y'all need to settle that. All this shit. So that's when I learned, man, there's no arguing with this fool. First, he's blind. Then he contradicts himself, and then he's a liar. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm gonna, argue with this fool. He just has weird tendencies. That's all. He's just like a little, like, I don't know. He's just weird, bro. And think about it.
He's trying to get the content.
Bro, he grown, fool. Like, like, what the fuck you think he gonna be worried about me for? Like, if I'm such a little boy that he's trying to, oh, you a little boy. If I'm such a little boy, why you worried about a little boy?
Yeah. He's on you. He's like obsessed with you right now.
And I'm not gonna lie, him say, like, he said politics on camera, that's kind of nuts.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, dog. Like, that's why I'm, like, I don't even fuck with that shit, dog. Because, like, it's just my mouth, dog. Straight up, all I see is my mouth, like, I don't play that. I don't play that little bullshit. All that, my mouth bullshit, I don't do that shit. That's con madre.
The Judas are liking that shit. Like, hell yeah, politics on camera.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, fuck all that shit, homie.
Yeah.
Damn.
What does he want you to do? Like apologize on camera? What does he do?
No, he just wants to talk about certain shit. He said, let's politic. He wants to understand more. If you really want to understand more of the situation that you feel some type of way, why you don't ever get at me personally? Yeah. He never once got at me personally. He wants to do it for a camera. That's when I realized you don't really feel some type of way. You're just doing it because it's on social media. And you see it's controversial, and you see the Adams on it. So you're like, oh, yeah, I could, I could help you, Adam. Like, man, like that's what I'm saying. That's just, comadre shit. I'm not playing my mouth, dog. He said, you say you don't do internet shit when you're kind of an influencer. Yes, you see me on social media, but I never have once said, hey, I'm an influencer. I'm an artist, homie. I do music. I'm not fucking here to influence nobody. If I'm here to do shit like this, is to talk about music. As you see, with time, you want to learn something about how I was doing my album. You want to learn something about my, whatever the other people don't know about me. This is just for my audience to get more in contact with me, to the person they listening to, dog. Yeah. So all this little influencer shit, I don't know where he got it from. Maybe one day I could be influencing people in a better way, but not that way, dog.
Yeah.
I think maybe people get the misconception of the influencer shit because you do a lot of like promos too, like for brands and shit. And that's one thing you went viral for on TikTok, cause like.
Well, it's the same way. We just doing the hood way, but it's the same way. People who's really doing it. You see 50 Cent, he does little commercials, all this shit. He promotes, a little shit. You see Jay-Z, it's the same thing, but it's just my little hood shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there one day, get little contracts for this shit, but till then, I'm doing my little promo.
One thing about your promos, fool, is what I like, nigga, you're always in a good mood. Yeah. And they be in the comment section, Dance was always jolly and all this other shit.
Yeah, like, what the fuck you want to be? You want me to be angry face? Like, you.
Oh, bang down, what's so pissed?
And then they're gonna be like, oh, he's trying to act too hard, dog. I'm just me, homie,
Nah, I feel like you go about it the right way and shit. You don't want to be like too extra out and shit.
Like, you don't remember when I was reading this one shit on watching this old MTV interview when we were talking about how, every gangster rap was really popping. The game wanted to look more gangster on camera. So when he first popped up on the the one shit, Hater 11, people were tripping on the video. Why he's doing this shit with his eye?
He had a butterfly.
And he was doing that because he was trying to appear more, like gangster, like just for the image. I'm not knocking him down for that, but you see how people are questioning why he's doing that with his eye, trying to look gangster, and why he's smiling. People are always gonna have an opinion at the end of the day. Yep. I'm just happy now. I'm like, people are seeing me and then getting to add opinions on me now. Like back then people even notice if I did a freestyle. Now people are gonna be like, why he moved that way with his leg? Why he did this shit? Because it's all over social media. So people are gonna,
Yeah, facts.
So I'm happy that, I'm happy about shit like that.
That's
Everyone's rightful to their own opinion. What I don't like is when you're trying to get other people to believe your own opinion, and then when you're like, oh yeah, this is why you should believe my opinion, dog. No, you're rightful to your own opinion, but when you feel obligated to your opinion, that's when you're fucking up.
Yeah. But even your response to that video, the way you broke it down, dog, you kept it real and you gave him a sincere response. Like, dog, what the fuck do you want?
Like, bro, like straight up, like, man, I was game banging before this.
And you kept the real
I was
shit.
game banging.
Yeah.
I have some faults, as every game banger does, But now I'm trying to cover all those faults
And also,
faults
it's
with
Compton,
my music.
fool. It's Compton. Like, where that situation.
I'm not justifying nothing,
common.
But I'm just saying, like, everybody has some faults, and us game bangers, we done fucked up in the past, So, like, I apologize to my demographic who does listen to my music, but I have some faults, but I'm not justifying, but I'm not gonna turn it down, I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I did fuck up. I'm gonna always hold myself accountable,
That's fucking dope.
That's why I'm like, like, I'm never gonna, dodge.
And that's enough, fool. That's
nothing.
really enough, on some real shit. Like, all that trying to go over there and
Like, what more do they want you to say if you're already taken accountable? I don't get it.
Like,
yeah, right. That's what I'm
like,
saying.
that's what I'm saying.
you're doing them a favor, for real.
You know how Guerrero is. I got aunties that black. I got, I'm not saying I'm black, but I got aunties. Like, come on, like they may, you see me right there when I didn't like when they were trying to say I feel like he's only apologizing because of music. Nah, dog, how would I be right there with other black game bangers if it hasn't been talked about? It's just people are trying to use it now that they see me. Oh, he's a person on social media. Yeah. But this been talked about way behind. It's just now people on social media are trying to talk about it. But at the end of the day, it's been established. But and you already know. Shout out Black and Brown. You already know we doing it, dog.
Doing it.
That's what I'm saying.
Have you got down over that?
Huh?
Have you got down with someone over that? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, I don't like is when people try to make it seem like, oh, he's apologizing because of music. Nah, I apologize because nobody wants to be. No one wants to be labeled a racist. A racist is an ugly thing to be considered, dog.
Facts.
I don't been, dealt with racist cops, racist other people. That's what I'm saying. I never want. It's just everybody got faults. And I'm gonna own up to that.
You slipped that day, and that's what it is.
And people grow up, fool. You were young.
But you ain't
as fuck,
racist,
fool.
right? Hell
Hell
no.
no.
I think it was all because they said that to you, right?
Yeah, and then, as I'm ignorant at the time, so
Can you break it down? Can you break it down? What happened, Compa?
Huh?
What happened that day?
Shit just went live with a fool and then arguing with him.
Oh, you went live?
No, yeah, we had beat him up that day. We beat him up at Food for Less, and then he went live. He went live saying, "Yeah, I ain't do shit to me, all this shit," and then he just started saying that shit, and then it just got me mad. And
boom.
That's what I'm saying. But I could be right there. Like with a bunch of black people and not feel no type of way. I have black people pull up to my shows like, hey, you did your shit, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I see other influencers trying to create that narrative, why none of them ever got me personally? They said, oh, we feel some type of way, but make a video. All right, come at me personally if you feel some type of way. Don't make a video and send a message us to social media, dog. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so people around you, they understood your point of view, right?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. But it's nothing to justify though.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. Don't everything I'm justifying it. I'm just clearing it because nobody wants to be labeled as a racist. That's the ugliest thing you could be, dog. That's what I'm saying.
I want to go to like one of my favorite verses from you. It's the White Bullshitting song with Blanco and Tommy, right?
Oh, for real? Tell me why. It was so funny. I didn't want to drop that. I was really just having fun. You ever just make a song? You ever just rap with your homies? You just fucking around?
Yeah.
I did it.
Oh, so that was one. You didn't write shit on there.
No, I was just fucking around because it was just fun.
Was it like a one take thing?
No, yeah, we're just in the studio. We're in the studio, and then everyone was hyping me up. So I'm just like, oh shit, I feel like that. I feel like that. So I'm like, hell yeah. And then so I just rap it, and then that's when DJ Flip like, oh, we gotta record it, and I was like, fuck, do we really? And he was like, full trash. I know bangers, like I done produced hella hits. Let's do it. I was like, all right. And then that's when they're like, where can we shoot it? I'm like, shoot it in my neighborhood, and we shot it in my neighborhood. And then ever since then, it's been, that shit got like 1.3 in 6 months.
That's big.
That's big, fool.
So,
I think during the music video, like the cops pulled up and shit.
Yeah, this was always on dick right there in my
It's
neighborhood.
hella hot for you, like.
Hell yeah, fool. They always be on dick. They be like, oh, you're that one fool from the block. Or they be like, and sometimes they ain't gonna lie. They be like, oh, can I get a picture for my son? I'm like, fool, you got me in the fucking handcuffs. Like, what the fuck? Or I've been in the back of the police car, and then they see someone recognize me, and like, cause like, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't realize how much like little kids live in my hood until like I be right there, and then some random kids, I'm posted, some random kids come out running at the house. I knew I would see you. I'm just like, what the fuck? And they're like, I live right here, and I'm just like, oh shit. And they're like, can I get a picture? And then when I went to my grandma's apartments, they gang of kids come. I'm like, oh, they were like fucking yo bitch shit. I was just like, yeah. I was like, yeah. Like,
Inspiring to you, fool. You're inspiring
and then
to
like I've been posting in my neighborhood, and fools will bust a bitch. I'm like, hey fool, watch that car. And then the fools, but oh, I'm a fan. I'm just like, oh shit.
Oh,
and I'm like,
I was in the field for real, in the wild.
And then the homies are like, damn, fucking PFace, like you really doing it now. Like, and I'm just like, damn, like I didn't even know if sometimes like I don't even know that if I'm really doing it, dog. Cause I'm just like, I done been from the bottom so much, I don't know if I'm up yet. And like I've been down so long, I don't know if I'm up yet.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, you up, cuz. You up, fool. You up for sure. You feel like that While You Bullshitting song, like that's my personal favorite. Like what's your favorite song that you put out?
Shit.
But like if it was a new PFace, like someone wanted to find out about PFace, what song you tell them to go listen
Gangland.
to?
I ain't gonna lie, I like the hook of it. It's cause I didn't want to drop it. I didn't want to drop it because I feel like I should have done better on the Dr. J Breed. I was just fucking around. I'm like, Gangland, just screaming out the Gangland. But I feel like, man, this is a Dr. J Breed. I'm from Compton. I should be right there saying some bars. But I was just fucking around, and then it just ended up blowing up, you know, like a gang of people on TikTok fuck with it, you know, like gang, it blew up on TikTok. I be seeing that shit everywhere. Even my fucking niece, she be on TikTok, and she was like, I seen that shit, and then she showed me her doing, she was like, repost it since you be reposting everyone doing your shit. I'm like, yeah, so like, I fuck with it, you know, cause like, that was like the first time I ever just really came up with a solid hook. Cause everyone's like, oh, you need to do hooks and choruses and verses. I'm like, I don't know all that. I'm just rapping. Yeah. But then that's when I was like, oh, then I told Solus and then the engineer, I'm like, this is a hook, huh? And they're like, yep, that's a hook. And I was just like, all right, say less. I'm gonna do the verse now. And I was just doing the verse. And I was like, at the hook. And I was like, damn, I really did a hook. So that was my first time ever doing a hook. So that's why I fuck with it. Cause I'm like, I feel like I really did a song. Are
most of your songs like you just freestyle them?
Yeah. That's what Solus told me, like, you know, like, you need to get up on that shit, because she was like, if you could get little plays right there, you know, little motion going on with your freestyles, imagine when you write. And you told me you could be right there performing with Kendrick. You told me, you know, I was like, dang, you know, it was like, fuck, I just need, it's because when I read and rap, I feel like I'm reading, I don't get to flow. So when I freestyle, I'm like, But no, what I realized, what I started doing is that, what's it called? I write my hooks, and then I just freestyle off whatever I'm saying in my hooks, and it's more faster for me, you know? Like, I do my hooks, and then I just, whatever I said off my hooks, it's easy. It's more easier for me like that now. That's how I did my album. I did it in 2 weeks. Like, 2 weeks? Sheesh. Yeah, that's what I'm like, you know, but I'm really just trying to perfect my craft, to be honest. That's really what I'm trying to do.
Sheesh. What's been your favorite moment this year?
Performing, hella. I've been performing. Like, I fucking, like...
You get nervous before performing?
Then you be going to like low-key spots. Well, you be in the trenches, nigga. You be in the trenches performing like, damn, real nigga.
Yeah, what's it called? Like, you know, the bag right, the deposit right. Yeah. I'm there. I'm there. You know, I don't need security. You know, I'm good.
Yeah, let's not put that out there.
And you feel some type of way about rappers who pull up with security? Shit. Like, they ain't even popping like that.
Well, it depends. Well, if they ain't popping like that, you look stupid. Yeah. But like you know, like when I'm right there in like the fly parties, I feel like I don't really need security. You know, like. But like, of course, you know,
your own fly parties.
And the podcasters be pulling them to events with security and shit. It's crazy.
People be looking out. You know, like what's it called? You know, I be having my homies. You know, people from the area be like, hey, you know, you good. You know. It's just some fools be hating, you know, gotta pack them out. I don't pack that gang of fools in my shows. That's the only thing that be fucking me up. I low-key got fucking, like, that's what happened when, like, we did a weirdo tour, and I low-key got, like, kicked out the tour, kind of, because
Lil Weirdo kicked you out?
Nah. Lil Weirdo did not kick me out. Hell no. That's the boy. And that's what my girl calls it, kicked out, but they just told me, like, you know, like, all the shows are getting shut down because what I had did. Cause all the venues, it was on my own. There's nothing with Lil Weirdo. It was on my own, dog. Cause what's it called? Some fool tried to walk up on me. He was like, "Oh, we don't say the N-word right here in Santa Barbara." And I'm right here with my homies from what's it called? Shout out Eastside Traviesos, where Sad Boy Loco from. So when he was trying to. And he was trying to make it seem like oh yeah, he runs Santa Barbara. The fool's talking like, man, it was in the homies hood. They were like, man, PFace good, you know. Shout out the homie, you know, the other homies that rap. I made a song with Cinco, the homie Maldito, you know, Smiley. Shout out all the homies from there, dog. Shout out Santa Barbara. What's it called?
Threw it up.
What's it called? And then, cause they show me love, I feel like that. I feel like a king right there, dog. Like the fucking people notice me from the stores. People like everywhere. Like people honk at me, all that shit. Like, and the Santa Barbara's small, you know. So like, every time I go there, they always show me love, dog. They always show me love. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna show my respect when it's due. You know, like I always get love. My major love I get from is the IE, Santana, OC, Anaheim, 805 area. I really get love a lot from there, but also I ain't gonna lie. Shout out East Los Angeles, Boyle Heights, the Nella, dog. Like, fool, I stay getting recognized there, and it's just like. But the thing is, I have the best interactions right there because they really like make me feel like, damn. I'll be at a liquor store, like 4 people in the liquor store gonna recognize me, and this is LA, dog. This is LA, so for me to be like, damn, I'm getting recognized in. LA, that sounds like,
it means
you know,
more.
Yeah, you know, so that sounds like, hell yeah, you know, so I'm like, fuck, you know, I'm just like trying to just get my step right there to be considered a West Coast artist, you know.
That's right.
Right now, I just feel like, oh, you know, I'm just, you know, every hood rapper, you know, but watch, people are I'm gonna be the hood rapper that, you know, that's gonna have his year, dog, and then everyone's gonna be like, damn, where this fool PFace came from, and the fools who've been listening to me are gonna be right there telling the new fools, hey, dog, we've been listening to this fool, y'all all late. So shout out to whoever who's right now who's supporting me, and whoever is you know a new supporter, dog. Hey, welcome to the journey, homie.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the journey.
You
know, wait, so what happened? You didn't explain the story. What happened when they why you got kicked out of the Weirdo tour?
Oh, fucking some fool tried to walk up to me saying we don't say the N-word, homie, and I was like, I didn't say the N-word, and they were like, but we seen you in the vlogs saying it. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's when I told that fool. And then, but the thing is, I didn't take him serious because he was all drunk and slurring his words. And I asked the homie Lil Nay, I asked the homie Young Active fool. This fool was slurring his words, talking so I'm like, yeah. And I just took off his hat. And then he was like late to react for like 2 minutes, like drunk. And he was like, and then he realized I took his hat. And then he tried to make a swing. I was like, we just cracked that fool. We started packing that fool out because he tried to put a fierro, dog. He tried to put a little bullshit knife when he swings. But I didn't know that because I asked the homies why y'all jumped in. He was like, fool, he tried to put a little knife on you. I was like, oh shit. So like, fool, we fucked them fools up. And then when they try to leave, all the homies were like, where y'all going? That's why I'm like, shout out the homie Lil Weirdo, shout out Young Actor, shout out the homie Friends D. That's why I'm like, I didn't get kicked out by Lil Weirdo. I just, you know, I feel like my girl caused it kicked out. I was just joking, you know, but I feel like I couldn't continue the tour because I did some bullshit, you know, like
that's real.
You know, I got, you know, people, because think about it, like if you're a promoter, you're gonna you want to make sure the business is going, and then if the artist is out here packing fools out, like man, we don't need that bullshit, like so like. You know, that's when I realized, you know, that the mentality, if I still stick to the mentality that I stick to, I'm not going to be in places that I want to be.
It's not good business, folks.
You know, that's why I'm like, you know, that's why I try to mature myself as an artist. But you already know, shout out Player Mob, dog.
Yeah, man. I think that's why Jim Jones, like, he was
tough. Yeah,
no, because Jim Jones, like, he'd go to his concert and, like, on stage be like he'd offer fades, and he'd go on stage and, like, fight these fools.
Yeah, well, the cops will shut your show down. Like, especially if you're being a homie way, when you start to travel, the cops will be like, oh, it's the way it belongs to. Okay, hey, you know what? I'm pulling up to the.
And shout out Lil Weirdo too, cause he brought me out there, and then he had me,
Weirdo.
And it was the first experiences, you know. And then at the time, I was straight up. I didn't feel like I was that popping to be going on tour. I only had like 15,000 followers. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna be going to fucking Arizona, fucking New Mexico, Washington, all this shit. Like, I don't even know if I'm known there, dog. I'm still confused if I'm known out here.
Yeah.
So I went to Santa Barbara. We sold out.
Yeah.
Cracking. What's it called? Arizona. The show got shut down in Phoenix, and even though the tickets were what's it called, sold out in Phoenix. But the thing is, what I did in Santa Barbara, they're not trusting it, and they're saying that they're saying like, you know, like.
Once you go viral, yeah, for sure.
The promoters were like, I don't know, you know, so that's when, you know, but the homies still did their thing after that. I think they did. They performed right there in Colorado and Utah still. Oh. So, yeah, man, that shit was a dope experience. Shout out them fools. But the fools, Fucking Young Active, that fool's the boy, dog. That fool's really slept on, dog. I feel like that fool's really
Yeah,
slept
Young
on.
Active,
Young,
dog.
like that fool could write, dog. He could write and freestyle, dog.
Homeboy is homie.
That fool and that fool was popping before me. You know, I'm gonna give him his flowers, dog. He was popping before me, straight up. I was bumping him in my neighborhood with my homies. I was bumping him in jail before I even met him. He and then that's when he followed me and I followed him back, and then I was like, man, hopefully this fool hit me up, tell me for a feature, and he did.
So Young Active is under
yeah, right? But that's the boy, dog, straight up. That's
the
homie, you know. Shout out to homie Menace too, you know, it's from San Marcos, like all them fools, you know. Like I'm all about making songs with homies, same way I make songs with other fools, you know. Like right now, I got a couple songs with a couple fools, you know, on the way, like F Nasty, Brutal.
Pito
that
Pito
was a good interview. Listen, para Pito Lux, damn. Nah, this is, I don't know. I don't know. It's a funny name, but it's called Afro
No,
Pito
we're
Lux.
supposed to do a vlog together.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, you be doing vlogs? Hey, pull up to one of my shows, dog.
funny.
You do that shit, dog. I'll be trying to vlog that shit. Last time, I told the homie DC Baby Draco to pop out, but I guess they're playing other music in the vlog, like, you know, like YG, Tiger, all that shit. So he cut like some of it out because he might get copyrighted.
Yeah.
So he only got certain clips, but I'm trying to get like a lot of little clips.
Nah, fuck that. We'll go record the whole shit.
Yeah, you know. But shout out to homie DC Baby Draco too, because when all that, you know, all that controversy, he was right there, the first vlogger to me up saying, hey, what's up? Let's do a video.
And that was black too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had him in my neighborhood kicking it with me till midnight. You know, it's like he wasn't like no weird vlogger, bro. He cool, bro. That's straight up, like, you know. And then also like it was cool for me because I always like had love for Oakland, you know. So when he's from Oakland, I was like, you know, asking him all the shit, you know, that I peeped the Oakland culture, so I'm asking all this shit. He's just like, you know, telling me it was a cool fool to be around you, especially when you're already like, imagine like when I be out there like in other places, like other places tell me, nah, fool, I'm always fantasizing about Compton, you know, asking about Compton. So it's the same way.
Legendary, dog.
It was like the same way with me and him, like, hey,
dog.
what's up with all these, you know, I was asking about, you know, if he bumps these fools from Oakland, how's this spot in Oakland I be seeing, you know. So he was a cool fool to be around. It wasn't like no weirdo ass fools, you know, like I had to do some blog with the fool. I'm like, yeah, this was giving weird vibes. He was a homie. Like, this fool was filming.
And the vloggers want to keep it cool. A lot of these vloggers are kind of weird. Don't be real.
Nah, that's why I learned to not to keep. I learned to keep my feelings out when I'm doing bullshit like this, like, you know, cause like, you know, like I try not to take a lot of shit personal, you know, like
that's fire,
you know, like, but let's say we cool though, like, and then we talking like this, and I see y'all do some mamadas about me in social media, I'm gonna call it out, you know, but I learned to not to keep like, you know, cause like we kicking it, we talking, however what it is, we gonna keep it solid, but you know what, I learned to not, you know, take it personal with these vloggers straight up, like, and they, you know, like, it's what it is. They're doing social media, dog. I'm living reality, you know. Yeah, I'm not saying but some vloggers.
No, for sure. You know, you're right. For some
people, paint their own narratives and shit.
Yeah, they'll be quick to paint a narrative, flip a situation, and try to fucking make you look bad out here, on purpose, fool. Whole ass niggas.
Yeah,
straight up, fool.
Now we're trying to push homies up, fool.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you're right.
That's why I agreed to hop on, because I seen this fool. He's really like, you know, I see him in like really to bring out the music, you know, besides all the little bullshit, you know. He really talks about the music, like, you know, and I really like shit like that, because like I used to watch TMZ, you know, so when they'll talk about, you know how they'll do sometimes Tuesdays when they talk about like, oh, the new artists that dropped their albums, this, you know, whoever's coming up right now. He talked about Tommy Gunz, not just because he talking about my album, but but I like how he, you know, he really tries to apply it in music, you know, and just tries to be, you know, like really promote the music, you know, like all the little mamala shit, like, you know, say that shit for the birds. I mean, let's talk about, you know, the culture. I see him. I fuck with how he's passionate about, like, you know, talking about, you know, like, I disagree about this. like, I disagree about this because I feel this, or like, I'm glad you, you know, like, we get to have conversations
and
like this.
You explain it with.
Are you on Lefty's album?
Yeah,
Today?
I'm
Oh, it drops today?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
I didn't even know I was gonna be on the album.
Yeah, it drops today at 9
congrats,
p.m.
Wade.
I didn't even know he was gonna be on the album. I see him tag me. I'm like, fuck. I was like, which one of the songs, dog?
Which one, dog? You were in the last one too, huh?
Yeah, we got Gang Involved, dog.
That's dope. You guys should make a little tape.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to get some new shit with him because, you know,
he looks heavy right now.
Back then, you know, I was just, you know, freestyling, but now I feel like I got better, you know.
Yeah, the rehab's kicking in. Feed him because he looks healthy right now.
What's been
He looks like hefty now.
Your favorite collab this year?
So young, active, brutal, and then I got some shit on the way with problem. You know, like what? So you know.
Oh, that problem. Okay.
Yeah, man. What's it called? I got the homie Jason Martin.
Jason Martin. Okay, that's the new shit.
You know.
Yeah. Also, Compton's really tapping in.
Yeah, you know, the shout out, he's putting me up on game, you know, and
Yeah.
I really appreciate it because bro really talented, you know. So like I appreciate
Trying to ghostwrite you too?
and nah, I don't really want to do ghostwriting, you know. I want to
Yeah.
be doing the ghostwriting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like hey dog, you been applying ghostwriting, you said I got trash lyrics.
Wait, that's for the
No,
Drake
he said
fan. He's a Drake fan.
Oh, you a
No, because you said problem and problem Ghost Reader on lefties.
Oh,
I
he
don't
did.
know.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
he did.
nah. Respectfully, it would be an honor to do one of his verses. You know that he written for me, but nah, I really want. I feel like maybe when I'm like older, I'm really up there. Right now, I'm trying to get my own sound. I haven't created my own sound yet for me to be getting
now.
You're right.
ghostwritten. You know,
You're right.
I don't want somebody to go
that
ghostwrite my
fire,
sound
homie.
yet. You know, I want to create my sound, and whatever I do in the future, if you could come up with a hook or a chorus for me, that would be dope. But to my whole stilo, I can't imagine that, dog, as an artist, because like I'm really big on just art, dog.
Yeah.
I'm really just big on just music.
Hey.
I like
Artist.
music.
I'm motherfucking crazy.
I like music, dog. I really like music. I like the way that you could just think of something and then make it to life, you know, just, you know, whatever. You know, with my music, I take people in my universe or whatever I'm thinking in my head. You could create a whole little story, you know, and, you know, like about anything, dog, about like, so that's what I'm saying.
What you
Dr.
feel like?
Dre better tap in, phone.
What you feel like is one of your most underrated bars that like went over people's heads or they didn't appreciate?
When I made that song with Blanco, Struggle, when we're talking about like, you know, the ice shit and all that shit, and I'm not saying people didn't appreciate it, but I'm just saying that shit was hard. You can't lie.
was hard.
What's it called? Man, not that many fools are doing like boom rap beats. I
Yeah.
did a boom rap beat
bap,
like
yeah.
nothing. And like, you know,
Yeah.
like grew up on that block with the drug dealers. Like, what? Stop playing with me. That was a freestyle. Like, you know, all these fools are trying to do the new sound like how Draco was doing it. You know, I'm really just, you know, just rapping on whatever style. Like, I'm really trying to be like a flow
Versatile.
rapper. You know, like I'm trying to
artist,
I'm
a
trying to
true
be
artist.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm trying
Like,
to get up on.
Who trying to work with it, producer-wise, like big ones?
Yeah.
Like, who would be
Benny
your like, dream
Blanco.
collab? Benny Blanco?
Yeah, is that who I'm thinking? Is that full curly hair?
Yeah,
fool?
hey, damn, nigga.
And some Swedish fool.
Yeah, Benny Blanco is the one that writes all the hits, fool.
Yeah, I'm trying to work with
That
him.
would be the composer.
One day-
Damn,
one
this
day.
nigga knows his shit.
Yeah, one day. One day, full watch.
Hey, yo, Benny Blanco. Hey, that's gonna be a clip. We need to clip this for Benny Blanco. Tap in with the homie PFace.
Yeah, Simone, I need to set up, dog. I need to stop being on my faded shit. But yeah, what's it called? Benny Blanco, tap in, dog.
Tap in.
Tell him, dog. Tell him.
Well, that fool was
But yeah,
popping,
and also
fool.
DJ Quick,
DJ
man.
Quick.
Like if I could
DJ
get a-
Quick.
and for
Well,
and
if you-
Eminem, he produces beats too.
Well, if you were a problem, DJ Quick's
and-
right next to that.
And
fool,
then
you know what
Ty Dolla $ign.
I mean? Ty Dolla $ign. Hey, I'll be fired.
Yeah, hell yeah, and Kanye West.
I've always said Kanye West is a goat.
Yeah, I think he's really one of like a great life
Genius, huh?
genius when it comes to music.
You got him in
dog.
your top 5 all time?
Huh?
You got him in your top 5 all time?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
for
Kanye,
sure.
what?
Yeah, whoa.
Who you got? No order. Just throw them out there.
Top 5 all
Top
time.
You got
five.
Eminem. You said Kanye.
Go for it.
You already said 3. Remember earlier?
What's that one fool?
so
Tyler
sorry.
the Creator. Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, him. Busta Rhymes,
Yeah.
Mac 10.
Damn.
Who else?
19 slept on.
I ain't gonna lie, Domino, Brother Lynch, Big L.
Nigga, whether think it was born.
Is Mac 10 slept on? Ice Cube carried his whole career.
Nah, fool. The
Put it on
Banger
there.
Ball album is a banger, fool.
Which one?
The Banger Ball under
he
Cash
might-
Money.
Who slept on?
on? Mac 10.
Mac 10?
It slept on, fool. The Banger Ball album is bangers with
It's
hits.
bangers,
Hit.
bangers,
But that was
dog.
Cash Money. So it was, what's it called? Beanie?
Master P,
Master P.
Juicy J,
Damn, Juicy J had a wave, I remember.
Yeah, crazy.
yeah,
way.
Lil Wayne.
That's
Lil
dope.
Wayne.
Yeah, fools like that. Them fools is like really like
Artist, true artist.
they created generations. XXXTentacion. I ain't gonna lie, he's up there.
Yeah, he did.
Ski Master
RIP.
Slim Glide. Like I'm talking about generation. Like what's it like?
generational
Like if you
artist,
could have
fool.
a generation on lock, you somebody, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Who's an artist people wouldn't even expect P-Face to listen to?
what's that high name?
Nicki
Lafi.
Minaj? Who?
Lafi.
Naf?
Look, bro.
Yeah,
you
this nigga's about his shit, so
Look,
respect
you
motherfucking
sleeping.
Would you
people.
work with 6ix9ine?
Hell no.
Hello, random.
Hella random.
It's cause my fool and fool fuck. And there's this one fool. He just came to LA too, and he did like the guitar set right there in that park, and someone took his beanie. Hold on, look, but this high now. It's cause my girl put me on straight up. I ain't gonna lie,
I fuck with it, fool.
She raps?
Nah, my girl don't.
No.
The girl.
Oh nah, she sings.
She sings? Oh.
So hey, when you said Benny Blanco, now it makes sense, fool.
I don't give a fuck how gangster you are, homie. You gonna fuck with this shit.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, put it in.
Don't you notice how
Vocals.
This was dipping in the whip like this. Trapped up looking for his enemigos.
and awkward silence? Don't
That
No,
was-
she hit that. She hit that note. You did not tell me she did not hit that note.
I fuck with you with that.
Yeah, I would not expect people.
Yeah, I would not
I'm
expect
a
that
true
too,
artist,
though.
so I fuck with you heavy, dog.
Can we see you do some different shit? Like not maybe something like that.
Singing, huh?
Shit, like
Some
I could-
melodic shit.
Some
we
melodic
fire.
shit.
Yeah, you like some shit like Kendrick, like,
shout out to
Tyler, the
Kendrick.
Creator. Like, I can see myself doing that
Yeah.
type of shit, Kanye West type of shit, I can see myself doing
Damn,
that.
fool. I'm excited. I'm excited to see your career away because the way
yeah.
you breaking music down is like, oh, this nigga got the details together.
Yeah, what I'm trying to get into is produce beats and all that.
Okay.
I want to produce
Hey,
beats. Right now,
why
what
not,
I'm
fool?
right now I'm just doing is just when I think of like little like rhythms in my head, I
Yeah.
just be like right there, like what
Why
I really
not,
want to
dog?
do.
Why
I want to
not?
get to the point of being an artist. I want to be my own producer. Like Michael Jackson, what he'll do is that he'll just
sheesh.
sing on the mic, and then they'll bring his melody into life instead
Yeah.
of me doing. That's why I feel like I'm not saying I could rap like, oh yeah, like this shit's so easy to me, but I'm saying when I do these new beats, like I feel like I could come in with a hook and all this shit fast because it's copy and paste. I feel like all right, like I already got the rhythm. Like when I hear the beats, I feel like it's talking to me. I could hear the words in the beats. That's how I feel like. I can already hear the words, so that's why I feel like it's so easy to freestyle. But what I'm trying to do on some like real music shit, I'm trying to create my own rhythm and then create my own, just a whole song from scratch where people bring it to life. That's what Michael Jackson did. He would, and then they'll bring it to life, and that's how a lot of his biggest hits were. That's what I'm trying to be. I'm really trying to, really get there as an artist. That's what I'm like. I'm trying to get there, fool. Like I really want to be an artist. Like I would listen to a lot of I'm really listening to a different lot of artists. Like one of the biggest inspirations. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people, like you said, people wouldn't think I bump is Ozzy Osbourne. And
shit.
Kiss.
Rest in peace.
And then the fool from Kiss. Like rest in peace, dog. Like both of them fools. Like that's
Oh,
something
you
I
been
really.
fucking with the rock shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. My mom was like a little rock girl. My mom was a little rock girl.
That was common in the hood.
Like she Linkin Park, all that shit. She
Korn.
Oh, fucking Linkin Park.
System of the Down.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine. Sheesh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that one's a good one. That was a good one. That's what I'm saying. Like I would and I would just see their lifestyle and I watch their documentaries. I'm like, damn, being an artist sounds like the best thing in the world. Like I want this. This looks like it was gonna make people like my mom always told me do something that's gonna make you happy, and I'm like, this is gonna make me happy.
Talking about your mom, how does she feel with?
Yeah, she just she just tells me don't go backwards, like you've been through all this shit, so for you to be doing my mom, that's like, cause sometimes I don't know, wearing masks sometimes,
Yeah.
and then that's why I'm like, my mom be telling me, she be bringing me back, that's why my mom really, what she feels though, she just doesn't like when she sees me right there beefing with fools on social media, you don't need to be doing that, you already did that in the
She
streets.
sees all that.
Yeah, my mom sees all that
She's
shit,
all
dog.
hip, huh? She follows you and everything, right?
My mom sees everything about me, dog, and she just be like, I know who you are, I know what you've been through. You don't gotta prove to social media. You're already beefing in the streets. Why you need beefing on social media so the cops can see? And I was like, you right, mom. You right. My mom be putting me up on game. My mom be catching me. My mom was the biggest inspiration, and I can never say that my mom ever was like, not unsupportive. She always been supportive, but she would always tell me, you need to have a plan B, plan C, though, but she just happy to see me just really do what I said I was gonna do. Cause she always telling me you always been like that. Every time you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it. Or you always been she's She told me you're the opposite. You're that. You know, like sometimes I calm myself up. You know, like damn, like that's like I feel like that's sometimes like the biggest. Like that's the biggest. You can call me whatever you want. Just don't say I'm like my dad. You know.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
shit.
yeah. Not
Your
gonna lie.
dad never been in the picture or what?
Nah, like he tried, but I just don't like. I try to understand him as a person, and I'm just like I don't like you how you are as a person, but I'm still gonna respect you.
Oh, that's fire.
I'm not gonna be nice to you. There's a difference between nice and respect. That's why I realized when I grew up. You know, like that shit's true, bro. Like that love shit will get you killed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And don't be nice, be respectful. And my brother always told me, he's don't ever be a sorry ass fool. Just apologize. You know,
Oh,
you
that's
can
dope.
apologize.
What's got you feeling that way? That,
Huh?
like, what's got you feeling that way? That like you respect him, but like it kind of seem you don't want him in your life.
You know, I just see how he is. You know, like I'm just like, damn, dog, like shit weird. You know, like that fool fucking broke on my mom, like.
Oh,
for
I was
other-
like,
Oh, he
for
left
another
her-
high now, dog. Like,
oh shit.
Yeah.
So they have step brothers and all that?
yeah, I got a gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never met them though.
Yeah.
Nah,
But they know me. They know me on the
Really?
hood. They know me. They be like, oh, like, cause they're all from different countries. They're all
Yeah.
from like, you know. So they be like, oh, like in Spanish, it's like, oh my, he's like a Compton, like whatever how you say in Spanish. Straight up, I'm no savo. I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Fuck.
Like he cantans all that shit. You know. So I'm like, so him like, I'm like, they can't believe it. You know, like I came one day to meet him, and so like, you know. But shout out my pops, you know.
Shout
But
out
like,
pops.
you know, like that's
know?
I'm just saying, you know,
I
like.
think even with age, you'll be understanding way.
You know, like, you know, I'm not trying to diss him in no way.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
know,
saying,
yeah.
I'm just speaking on some, you know, facts, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
No, I
like-
think that's a good way to put it down. Like, hey, I respect you, but I
You
don't
know,
like
and
how you are.
the only reason why I'm staying this shit, I'm not trying to put my business out there.
Yeah.
It's just for like reinsurance for like other kids, you know,
Other
like,
kids, fool.
like, you know, like, so like, and hopefully this could be advice for
Yup.
them, you know, because I feel like a lot of kids do fuck up. Oh, since you did this, I have a right to
Lash out.
do stuff to you.
Yeah.
Like that's why I feel like a lot of people think that shit. Like I realize that all that eye for eye shit, that shit's bullshit, dog. Like, cause like, all right, if you already heard them, I can't believe this person did this to me.
Yeah.
He's such a piece of shit. I'm gonna do it to him.
Yeah.
Why would you go down to their level?
Yeah. Right?
I can't J
I
out.
think
Why
it
would you
just-
go down to your level? If you're so like, oh, I can't believe he did this to me, and you're like, oh, he's a piece of shit for that, but I'm gonna do it too, cause to hurt him too.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. If you why you even let another person take you down that level, dog? Like that's why I'm like, you know, that's why I'm like, I learned to, you know, like straight up, like, cause the only reason I'm like, I really don't talk to my dad. He was supposed to like, the court was talking about who to release me to, and then he agreed, and he said he was gonna take me to Washington. And so we're gonna like he's gonna teach me how to drive. He's gonna take me to a school out
he didn't
there.
keep no word.
And then when the court came down, they were calling him and they said he blocked them.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, imagine you at court, you telling everyone, hey, I'm
Yeah,
gone, I'm out of here. I'm just like, and then so
broke
I'm
your
just-
heart.
I feel some type of way, you know,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
straight up, you know. But it is what it is. And then now I just feel like now he sees me
Coming up.
and now he tries to like apply his word on my business, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like, dog, like.
Yeah.
Right now, like I feel like you should be trying to. Why should I be trying to talk to you? You should be trying to talk to me.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like fuck it is what it is. You know, like but it's just like like we both got a lot of pride. You know, like so
Yeah.
we're all like like you would think, oh yeah, since these people are alike, they would get along. But
Yeah.
if you put them in a room, since they're so alike, they're gonna crash.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I feel like when my dad, I like, you know, like it's so crazy to me when I see people have relationships with their dad, because it's just I don't imagine myself having a relationship with my dad. It feels weird. Like even when I was with him, it felt weird. Like damn, like why am I with you? Like why am I with you, dog? Like
stranger ass fool, huh?
you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like it's a weird relationship, because sometimes I'm like, damn, I wish I did have a dad, but to the same time, I be seeing these like I be seeing fools like I'd rather have a dad that's not there than a dad that I hate. And they're like,
Yeah,
bro, like, oh
yeah.
fuck you, I wish you were gone, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, like, cause like, you know, whatever, you know, cause
Yeah,
some fools got fucked up
there's
dads,
a
dog.
lot of shitty ass dads out here.
That's
fool,
what I'm
for
saying.
sure,
Like,
dog.
all right, like that. Hey, maybe
Nah.
you did do me a favor, you not being
Yeah,
there.
fool.
You know,
Shout out your mom, fool. Shout out your
yeah,
mom,
shout out
fool.
my mom. You know,
Shout out his mom for holding
shout out
it
my
down.
mom. Shout out my
All the
mom's
headphones
sister.
that
Shout out
big
my
ass
aunt. You know, like
Women,
my
man.
grandma. My grandma was really my. When I would always go to grandma's pad. I always go to grandma's pad. You know, like when I always go to grandma's pad. I'm always good right there. You know. That's how I'm like, but now, you know, like, I get to be looking out for her and somewhat. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to be neighbors with my grandma.
Yeah, for sure.
She live in a nice area, you know. I'm like, all right, Ita, I see you
okay,
doing
I
it. That's why I
would
call
say,
it Ita. And then I'm like, watch. And then she She sees me with my chain. She thinks I'm like, so
Yeah.
shit. She was like, how come you don't buy a house already? I'm like, I'm gonna get there. You know,
Get there.
I'm barely getting. You know, I barely got my mom apartment.
I'm sure Thanksgiving's gonna be lit this year for you. Everybody, all of a sudden, you're the favorite of that.
Yeah.
And you're sitting at the edge of the fucking table. Shout out to
That's
you,
what I'm
man.
saying. That was like me and my mom barely got ourselves an
Yeah.
apartment. So
Yeah.
I was like, man, like that's what I'm like. I'm
That's
trying
lovely,
to.
fool.
I'm slowly getting
That's
there. You know
lovely,
where I
dog.
want to be, Doug. But I'm not there yet. That's when
Yeah.
That's why I be trying to tell fools like when they get big headed already because they got little emotions. Like don't get because like. That's when you fuck up, cause fools get comfortable. Oh, since I never been in this type of status, whatever status I do get, I'm comfortable with. No, if
Don't
I
get
could do this,
comfortable.
I want more. I want to be this. If I
Yeah.
could sell out the observatory, I want to sell out the fucking
Forum and
stadiums.
shit,
dog.
yeah.
If I could do fucking stadiums, I want to do a fucking World War tour. Like I'm just like I want to go big in this music shit. Like
Yeah.
I want to be like kicking doors, dog. Same way Lefty. Because like like not everybody's gonna be here too long,
Yeah.
And that shit,
You're here to here and gone tomorrow. For
you know,
free.
I heard this one shit that fucked me up. It's like everyone got different stories, but we all got the same endings. Jeez, that cut deep like a knife. Yeah, what's it called? And I'm just like, damn. And I thought to myself, cause I like I realized people die. When I was
for
younger,
sure.
so I was like, all right, I'm gonna die. What am I gonna leave behind? What's gonna be, right there behind? And then that's when I noticed, then people don't forget artists.
They don't
Music,
get artists.
music lives forever.
So I want to live
forever.
on with my music. So that's why I don't ever get comfortable. Cause I'm like, fuck, I'm any moment, whatever, God forbid, ever. But at least I want to know I did something. I'm not.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, when people talk, oh, you doing it. Nah, dog, I'm really not where I want to be. I'm just feel like people are just barely, getting the taste of my music.
Yeah.
But it's still not there. Like what you said, from 100% to whatever percent you feel like you're there. I told you I feel like I'm at 30.
30%.
Straight up.
I had your name on the wall we were doing some critical thinking, so I had your name. And I had like 2 different sets of fools that are also LA artists, Crip artists. And they're all pointing you out. They're like, yeah, he's the one that stands out the rest. Like,
real?
and this is musicians from like people that don't even know you. Like they're also looking at you as like, damn, he's really talented.
Yeah, fool, I appreciate you, dog, fucking having me in conversations like that with people like that. I appreciate that. You already know.
For sure, for fucking with you.
Hey, I think that's just gonna keep you grounded, fool, because it kind of seems talking
grounded,
to you
fool.
like you're big on family and shit.
Big
and,
on family.
Yeah.
You have a great foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned at a young age that family's everything.
Family's everything.
Cause like, what's it called? They would take me away from my mom, cause they feel like my mom could have, that I wouldn't listen to my mom. It's not like my mom was doing anything. They feel like, no, you don't listen to your mom. So
Yeah.
we the state, like you fucking up, like, and then what's it called? They got me in halfway homes, placements, and and then I get homesick on my mom, and I need to take her. And then it's so crazy, and I thank God because I turned 16 in there, and then that's when I realized, because I'm 2 years from being 18, and I realized, damn, 18. And I realized how life is short, dog. Life is short, whether we like it to say it or not, it's short. So and I realized, I'm about to be 18. And I never thought I would make it to 18. 2 years. I never thought I would make it to 18. I'm like, fuck, I'm about to be 18. I was like, I'm gonna be an adult. I was like, and then I just started going through a midlife crisis, and I thank God I did, cause I'm like, and then I was going through a midlife crisis for like a month, and my staff were like, bro, you just turned 16. Why are you tripping? I'm like, you don't get it. Like, I feel like I wasted my whole childhood. Like I feel like I didn't. What the fuck? I didn't even have a childhood. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm fucking up. Like, And then that's when I was like, damn, I'm not doing shit. I was like, I told myself I was gonna be a rapper by 15 or 14.
Yeah.
I haven't done that shit. I was like, damn, and it sucks because imagine you get released and then you get released to whoever, they get released to house, that's God, like straight up, your blessings, Unfortunately, I was blessed with that. You get released, all right, what am I getting released to? Oh, your mom's car? Fuck, what the fuck? I'm gonna go to the hood, mom. I'm not sleeping in your car. Oh, the motel? Oh, fucking the motel? All right, go to the motel. I do some dumb shit. I get down on my enemy, burn out the spot. Now my mom's mad at me. All right, I don't want to deal with your shit. I'm leaving. So I would always I always find myself back to the hood. And then that's when, so like, I was always fresh out. Man, bro, that shit was funny as fuck. When my placement dropped me off, I was there for like a year. So like, I'm so happy you changed all this shit. Like, I'm so happy you matured, And then I'm like, I lived in my grandma's house at the time, so it's in the heart of my neighborhood. Right there, she passes by, she sees my little homies. They're not my little homies, but the younger homies. Tagging the homies in like in middle school, tagging them. She's like, "We're dropping you off right here." I'm like, "Don't trip, these are my homies." She's like, "Fuck, I can't believe I'm dropping you off right here after a year. Like I feel like you're gonna go back." I'm just like, "Nah, you good. She dropped me off with my shit, my everything, a little bag, and the homies didn't even know I was gonna get. I'm like, "Hey," and then they were like, "What the fuck? You out of placement?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "That's my staff lady." I was like, I'm out of this bitch. And back to the hood. Like I'm really just like really family oriented because I'm always around my family, dog. Like I'm always been around my family. Like no matter what, like I'm always gonna be around my family. I have to. Other fools, like. I feel like they be missing out on their family because they either too busy in their room, too busy with friends, all that shit. Like sometimes that happens to me when I'm out there with my homies, doing what I do. But I always remember that because I've been at the lowest with my family. So how can I forget my family? Or how can I've been at the lowest with them? Like how? Like man, like I remember that. Like all this fuck that shit. Like when I'm like, all right, when I'm up or when I do get able to have it, we're gonna do this with my mom. So now that whatever I do have, I'm like, Mom, remember? I'm like, let's do this now. So like, like, shit just feels good,
Hey, now with everything that you've gone through, I'm sure like you doing the music, I'm sure it feels like you're doing something positive because a lot of people from the outside looking in is like, oh, this fool's just making music about like all the street shit. But compared to like where you come from, I'm sure to you look at it as positive shit. Like you genuinely feel like it's positive what you're doing.
Yeah, straight up, like, cause like,
he's venting,
cause like right there, I'm showing other kids, like, bro, you could do this, bro. Like, I'm no different as you. Like, when all these fools from like growing up from school, they feel like, oh, I owe them something since we all had the same dream, dog. Like, bro, you wasn't there when you didn't try to help me right there, like when I was trying to rap. So everyone is feeling envious or everything, cause now they see me, dog. I put the same work as you guys. It's just whatever God, well, like everything happens for a reason. That's when I see other fools be like, oh, like that. Oh, he's only up now because he has a label, bro. I was popping before I got signed to a label. That's the reason why my label saw me. They don't fuck with nobody, dog. They're already with Chito Ranas. They're already with Peso. They're already with Let the Gunplay. They already got the hottest Mexican artists. What do you think they give a fuck about a little kid from Compton from? It's just, when my manager saw something in me, he saw something in me. I'm blessed for it, I don't ever be like, yeah, like the label needed me. Nah, like, like straight up, I feel like I had the tools, but I didn't know how to use them. Yeah. So right now they're teaching me how to use them. And I'm just happy I'm able to be part of history right now, dog. Like, this is LA history, dog. OTR, all that stuff. Like, this is LA history. When you think of all these old labels, like when other fools are from Death Row, all that shit. I'm not saying we're like Death Row, but fuck, we're making history. You have
your own lane for sure.
We're on our own lane. That's what I'm saying. I'm not just saying we're like them. We're on our own lane, dog. That's what I'm like. OTR label. The Out of Control label. We turn that shit up everywhere we go. We all have our own stilo. That's what I'm saying. Like, dog, like. That's why I'm like, I fuck with the label, dog. Like we really on some, like brother shit. Like shout out everybody, from the label, dog. Shout out Nino's management, shout out Solis, shout out Zay, you already know. Shout out all the homies, shout out Mexican Sean, shout out everybody, right there representing the team, getting what we gotta do, dog. That's what I'm saying. Like they really like be pushing me on that music shit, That's what I'm like. I thank God that they're right there, to put me up on some game with the music,
So they're very productive with you in the studio.
Yeah, they FaceTime me every day.
Okay, that's good. Way.
And then even Flip has his own lane, but shout out Flip, shout out straight up, shout out DJ Flip, like. Yep. He's already a producer in the game, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it gangster.
Part of that journey.
You know how you asked me, name a producer? I would always tell myself I'll tell people because I be going to like, all right, who produced this, and I search it up.
Okay.
DJ Flip, and I'm like, I want to get a song with DJ Flip. DJ Flip is a very humble person. So that's why I'm like.
Stimulus pack works too, huh?
Tap it with that packs, for any small artist, dog. You don't think you're gonna get shit handed to you. I feel like, bro, take the risk, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. You taking risk when you doing what you do, bro. Take the risk, bro. If you can't afford it, then that's you, bro. But if you really want to do this music shit, bro, like, do it, bro.
Invest in yourself. For
Invest
sure.
in yourself. But yeah, shout out DJ Flick, cause like, bro, he be right there helping me out with my music videos, helping me out with my craft, you know. He's the one who told me to stop dissing in my songs, you know. And I don't even diss in my songs, but he tells me like, I do say little slick shit, so I'm like, all right, cut that, you know. So even fools, me my own enemies bum me, dog. I don't give a fuck what they say, they bum me, dog. Like, so I seen it, fool. Like the youngsters could talk shit, but then the older fools are gonna, we from the same city, dog. They're gonna be hating like that. So if I run into fools that our voters have been getting into it, but when I ran into them, like with their with their peoples and I'm with my peoples too. I'm not making it seem like I caught them slipping, but when we ran into each other, they're gonna show respect, dog. That's why I be telling people, you don't have to like it, but you gonna have to respect it.
You have to respect it.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not right here fucking making nobody, fucking. I'm not trying to make nobody look bad. I'm not right here trying to clout chase. I'm not right here, overstepping my boundaries, acting like anybody, I'm just, I'm PFace, dog, but with anybody trying to like knock down my image, I'm gonna stand on business, at all times, dog. I ain't fuck around,
How do you take it when people do try to clout chase on you though?
That shit is just crazy, I just be like, damn, fool, like, I was like, damn, fool, you're on my dick. I'm not gonna lie. I just crazy. I just trip. I'm like, damn, like this fool released on my dick. Like, damn, like.
No. So the reason I asked you about if you would work with 6ix9ine is because one of the fools you were at odds with, Swifty Blue, said it on Vlad TV that I believe that he would work with him. You fools were at odds too. What happened with that? Do you really believe
Didn't
that?
that fool make a diss track on you, dog? He made a diss track on you, Swifty?
I did this track on him. Yeah. No, but I want to know like how like did you? Because he went on.
Look, this one.
Got some receipts, fool.
Oh, he has receipts, dog.
Read them out loud, Compa.
Nah, don't read out loud. Don't read out loud. This That's why I'm not gonna speak on him. But you see behind the scenes though. You see behind the scenes.
He went on No Jumper and he was like, I was just trolling because is this that. Like he backpedaled and he was just trolling.
Yeah.
He was just trolling. He wants to see
I
you
just
win.
don't play that.
Yeah.
I see all these fools saying that shit. Problem was I was just trolling with him, but then he took it too far, dog. No, I don't play like that.
You don't play like that. Yeah.
I don't know what makes it seem like fools could just play with me, dog. Like I'm not saying like I don't like.
It's because you're hot right now, so they think they're gonna jump on your wave.
If we're not homies, you don't play with me, bro.
Play. Compton don't play for sure.
Like you see the homies right here, we could fuck around because these my homies, but like all these social media wise, and then
just the industry niggas.
I'll never play with them, and we're in front of the group. I see these who's trying to play with me only when there's some like viewers, like dog, like I don't do that shit. You stand on what you said at the moment, dog. Don't take it back because whatever how you feel like.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like I don't know what's wrong with these. Shit, like this shit is all new to me. When I see all this shit, I'm used to it. We got an issue. Let's
run it.
Whatever. Let's get it down. Wherever. Let's handle the issue. But all this, it's a lot half stepping. Like
it's a lot.
That's why people have. That's why and I notice people do a lot half step, and they half step with their music. That's not why they're not where they at right now. And they half step on the gangster. That's why I'm like, don't ever half step, kids.
Speaking the word.
Yeah, if you can't take the heat, stay out the kitchen, right? Because fucking,
he stay out the kitchen. Oh, I'm about to steal that.
Yeah, because fucking, I guess like he went at you, and then I guess you said some shit about like go be a good dad or some shit, and then he's all like, oh, I was trolling, but he took it too far. But it's like if you can't take the heat,
it's because
stay out the kitchen.
It's because he tried to be like, oh, you still live with your mom. Plus, I don't live with my mom. But if you want to talk about my mom, go take care of your kids. Because he was right there in the studio. Stressing like, damn, I'm trying to make money off this music, but I don't make money. And he felt like, and then that's when I told him, like, how much streams you got on your Spotify? He showed me a song. He had 20,000. He was like, I should have money off that.
This is in person.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's like, I should have money off that, right? And I said, 20,000. If you want me to be for real, that ain't shit. That's to like $2.
Yeah.
And I was saying, if you really want to make music. If you really want to make money off your music, I was telling him, like, do promos, try to, you got a lot of followers, bro. Like, try to put yourself out there. He was like, and he was like, oh, yeah, Simon. And, but then later on, I seen Blue Devil say, oh, that's weird that you guys had a conversation and he used it against you, all that shit. Yeah. It's weird that it's weird in the first place that, that he was kicking it and then he tried to talk shit to me on on fucking social media the next day. That's weird, right? I'm wrong.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
I'm kicking it
It's
with
probably
y'all,
on drugs.
and then I'm on live and I see you join my live and I'm like, hey, fool, I need that. You a bitch. Like, you know.
Oh, shit.
Like,
Shit.
Like, what you? I'm
Yeah,
like, what's
fool,
what
what the fuck?
Like, you want to get something on your chest, all right? Like, you know, like, and then Blue Devil, a weirdo, dog. Like, why he feels like he needs to speak on it, and then and the thing is, and he's a weirdo too, cause like he talking about I don't do the social media shit. He went on the fucking interview the next day to talk about it, break down our beef. That's not even beef, homie. And the only
She's
reason,
Mossad world.
that's what I'm saying. The only reason I'm speaking up on it because the homie, what's it called, asked me about it, you know. So I'm not gonna, ignore the homie. I'm gonna respond what he said out of respect, you know. So that's how far I'm speaking up on the F food, dog. Like, cause like, I realize like when they see him, I see people comment about me. So I'm like, fuck, I gave this fool like low key a little.
You give him energy.
Like
all
yeah,
that.
that's why I'm like, fuck that. For like out of even my girl told me out of your own ignorance, you know, like
Out of
cause
your
like
own ignorance.
straight up.
Hey, your girl got them jams, huh? Fool?
Yeah,
She
nah.
keeps the nigga on check.
Yeah, fool, on the hood.
Yeah, that's dope, fool.
That's good.
Yeah, you have good women around you, dog. Shout out to you, dog. But what does this album mean to you?
The album, I mean, it's like fuck. I want people
Stay
to
dangerous with the
stay
double
dangerous.
S.
I want people to really what it means to me.
Yeah.
The album means personally to me, but I'm gonna speak of what I want it to mean to other people. But what it
Okay.
means to me, I mean, it means like kind of like my first step in the rap game. Like I created my own first album. All my songs are
Yeah.
singles.
Yeah.
This is my first album.
Yeah.
Deadass, this is my first album I ever dropped.
No
I never,
mixtape, no
or
nothing?
even projects. I never dropped no EP. Never dropped no
Yeah, hell of a
album.
year, fool.
This is the first album. So I'm just like, fuck, this is something that I did as an artist. I really feel like a real artist. It means like, damn, this is my first step,
Congrats,
you know?
homie.
But what I wanted to mean to other people, I want people to create memories off it. I want people when they listen to this song,
Yeah.
my song from 2 years from now is gonna people, you ever listen to a song and be like, oh, that gave me 2020 vibes. That
Or you
gave
get a
me
flashback of
2019
a moment.
vibes.
You get
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh,
I want
that,
people. I want people to remember my music. Like, I want people to get that off my album,
Yeah.
cause you know, like, shit.
Yeah, because it's a timestamp for
Yeah,
people.
that shit. I ain't.
Like,
That
oh,
shit,
remember Lil Jon had a poppin' in the summer?
straight up, that shit ain't trash. So like on the hood, fool. That shit got gang of plays in just a fucking week, dog.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a good album, fool.
So I'm like, that's why I'm like, fuck, you know. That's why it really motivates me,
Yeah.
dog. You really like when people be like, oh, like say what you want. Like I don't give a fuck. Like this shit, don't look at the numbers. I look at numbers, dog. Like
Yeah.
it makes me feel. I don't give a fuck about
Numbers
the
don't
money.
lie.
I don't give a fuck about nothing. I just give a fuck how many people listen to
People
me.
are-
I want to get my
put it in
voice
the
out
yards,
there.
put it in the yards out there.
I want to be like, damn, 100 people, 1,000 people listen to me. Oh shit, that's a lot of people.
lot of people,
200,000. Oh shit, that's a lot. 300,000. Oh shit, that's a lot. It just low key just feels good, dog.
That's
Like,
great.
it's like low key like reinsurance. Like that. All right,
You're doing the right
I am
thing.
doing this music
And
you know?
heading in the right direction
in
for
the right
sure.
direction.
Yeah,
fool.
yeah. You know, that's really all I care about. I just care about people listening to me. That's all I care about. That's when I see fools talking about, oh, I'm doing this shit to get myself out the hood, get a job. You know, I'm doing this shit to fucking, cause I see other fools do it. Oh, don't be a follower. Do this shit with your heart and do your shit with your emotions. You know, if you do this shit for a good reason. I really started off doing music because I see all these other fools trying to do music and some of them were enemies. I'm like, damn, these fools are trash.
Yeah.
I was like, I could rap better than them.
Yeah.
So I did it to represent my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then that's when I seen people fuck with me. I'm like, all right, I always wanted to be a rapper. Let me show these fools I could rap.
Okay.
So that's right now, that's where I'm at. I'm just trying to show people I could rap. That's why I'm just trying to create my own sound. I'm just trying to show people I could rap. That's all I'm really trying to do right now. That's when people be like, if people ask me, what's your biggest motive right now? I'm trying to create my own sound and show people that I can rap. You know, I'm trying to get myself really just established. You know, I don't want to just be some fool that they used to bum. I want people to be like, all right, this fool came up, and then ever since then he been doing his shit.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dog. Sheesh.
Damn, you feel like you're underrated? Like your bars are underrated? Like people ain't really listening?
Shit, yeah, low key, but shit, you know, that's just even more motivation, you know, too, all right, you know, cause like I said, I don't ever want to get too comfortable. So if anything, you know, I use it just motivation. I don't ever take it to consideration. And some fools fuck up like I'm too underrated, you know, like bro, you sound like a bitch, like you
Sound like a bitch.
like just cause you're not getting numbers, dog.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's either you're trash, you know. Whoever people listen to me, I'm grateful for it, dog. And who people don't, you know, hopefully I get there one day where I create a song that people do fuck with. That's why I just try to drop
keep going.
consistently.
Yep.
You know, you may not like all my shit, but you're gonna see my shit every day. That you're gonna be like, no, he grew on me.
Yeah.
I would say this though, like as a blogger, like people send me music like every day. Fool, like all my DMs would just fill with people sending me their shit. But I feel like if you just stay like you're one that sticks out, and I feel like if you just stay consistent way and just like really not half step, like go full gas with the music shit, like you're gonna be a household name in a
You're
couple
gonna be
years.
a household name for sure. Too.
I see that too.
Especially how you break down music, I'm like, oh, this is going the right way.
Yeah, you're not dumb.
You're leading with art, fool. And you lead with art is timeless. Sheesh.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Nah, I appreciate that though. I really do appreciate that, dog. Cause you met me when I was fucking barely coming up, dog.
Yeah.
I barely just made
When was
187.
When?
It was
This
when
was,
it was before even Tommy even blew up too. Like
Yeah, it was before
I linked up with
Tommy.
Tommy. We literally just that's really before we made Why You Bullshitting before anything,
Yeah.
dog.
How'd you guys meet or what?
Before I even made P-Day freestyle type shit.
Yeah.
I just had one song. That's one song. That's when he told me, he looked at me, he was like, you want to do a mic drop? I was like, dog, I only got one song recorded. Like, fuck. I was like, and that's when, you know, shit got going on.
You interviewed him before or what?
Nah, I think Demon came through, right? Demon from 60
Yeah,
Management.
Demon.
He came through
Demon
with
Shout out
that.
has,
Demon.
because Demon, shout out Demon, dog. I used to bump that for too in middle school. And I'll be telling that fool that. He was like, damn, you got me feeling old. Because
Yeah, y'all don't say that loud, fool.
that one song, that shit, that's my word.
Damn, people
That's
be
a
out there.
throwback shit. I remember posting
man,
that.
When that shit
Fuck.
came out, I'm like, damn, that shit hard, you know, because, you know, I just got put on. So I'm trying to listen to a lot of homie music, you know. So I listen to Young Active, Ty Boy Local, Mr. Shadow. I feel like, oh, when I'm on the block, I'm like, that Lil Silent. I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, like, fool shit like that. You know, like, that's why I'm like, man, I really just be trying to listen to a gang banging that shit. Like, South
Yeah.
Central Cartel, banging
South
on
Central
wax.
Cartel.
Brother
Sheesh.
Lynch. Even if you listen to old, I used to, I forgot their name, but I used to listen to this one old 90s rap group in Memphis.
36 Mafia?
Not them two. Those feeding me. Oh yeah, 36 Mafia has
36
some gangster
Mafia go
shit.
hard, yeah.
Actually, yeah. 36 Mafia. Shout out 36 Mafia. Shout out DJ Paul, man. I was right there when they was performing, and that fool told me he fucked. I had hopped on one of his beats. With Lefty, and he told me he fucked with it, you know, and he took a picture of me and everything. I was like, he showed me love. That's all my man. Shout out to DJ Paul.
shout out
man.
DJ Paul. He
And
tapped
I
in
ain't
with the
that.
cool community.
I got low-key influence with him, how I see him with the crowd, and then he influenced me that day because I'm like, damn, I need to start making music that you know, like, you know, of ignorant. I need to make some like bangers, club banger, because
Captivate
when I
the
see this
crowd,
fool. Oh man, this is music that people are listening to in the club when they're like fucking 20, and then now he's performing, and then now he's performing for people who are like 40 with money,
Yeah, with money.
old white people. He's doing it now.
They grow with you.
The
Your fan
longevity.
base grow with
Facts.
you. Fool. If
That's
you're,
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I really want to do. I want to grow my fan base. You know, and I want to make I don't want to make music that's just that was the sound of that year. No, I want to make music. Man, you can listen to this shit from 2018,
Tupac.
2019, whatever the year, 2030, whatever, 2020. I don't know.
Yeah, timeless music for sure.
Timeless music.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Hey, we know we just dropped the album, but like, can we expect any like what's next on the music
Yeah,
shit?
I'm gonna be hopping up on like newer beats, you know. I'm gonna be hopping up on, you know, like newer sound, you know. Like you're gonna hear some new flows, you know. So like, it's gonna be called like Life I Live. Like,
It's an album or single?
it's an album.
Oh, shit.
I'm already cooking it up, you know.
When's
right
that
now,
dropping?
right now I'm dropping singles. Well, shit, it's in the works still, you know.
In the works.
But by next year for sure.
Early
But this
2026?
time it's not gonna be no YouTube beats.
Ooh.
I did a lot of YouTube beats, you know, but this time it's gonna be really producers. That I want them to be right there, like with the little drum kits right there
Yeah,
working.
for sure.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. Making that feel good music. Eh?
Hey, out of all the artists, what's an advice they gave you? And what was it?
And who?
Yeah, you know, yeah.
That stood out the most for you this year.
What problem? He told me that. He said don't. He told me don't ever get satisfied. Whatever you at, you know. He was like, you could do a platinum, you could do
Diamond.
diamond. If
Yeah.
you could
There
do
you
all
go,
that shit.
homie.
So that one's he motivated me.
That's dope.
Lefty, he told me to never get addicted to nothing and not to fuck
Yeah.
with these bitches, and don't put a bitch over your career.
Ooh.
Facts.
And then with Drummer Boy, I ain't gonna lie, he told me whatever big money you do get, invest in it and invest in it.
Yeah.
And when
Drummer's
Solus
coming next week.
and when Solus told me he was like you don't want to be a boss, you know, you want to be a leader.
I want to be a leader.
And then
facts.
what I learned just seeing from other fools that I don't want to be like, you know, I learned I don't want to be rich, I want to be wealthy.
Shoo!
My boy P-Face just soaking game up.
Yeah, man.
Holy.
You're like a old
Boy, like a
soul.
sponge.
Yeah.
Yo, Rolling
He's
Loud
young,
better
but he has
tap
an old
in.
soul
fool.
in him.
Rolling Loud better tap in with for sure, dog.
Yeah, dog.
Rolling Loud
yeah,
better tap in.
Yeah, Trez, I'm gonna do some shit. Hell yeah, if I perform right there. I need to get I need to start, practicing too. I be getting gassed out on my
Yeah.
performance.
You gotta hit the treadmill, fool.
Right there,
Was it like
homie.
Slow
that?
down the smoking.
Was it like that at the performance you did with Drex and Tommy?
Hell
at the
yeah,
Filter?
I ain't gonna lie. And then it was more embarrassing. They didn't notice it, but someone threw water in the crowd, and I'm dancing all this shit. And I almost slipped. I'm like, all right, let me stop dancing, dog. Imagine I slipped on stage, viral. The food committee would have posted.
Real quick.
Post-worthy.
Hey, he's like, this motherfucker fair, fool.
Shit, I got-
Nah, hell nah, but it happens though.
Yeah, it happens, fool.
Nah, but yeah, fucking, I was gassed out, but it would trim me out is that people came with like shirts of my face on it, and fucking oh shit, like love. I was like, damn, I felt like that. I felt like that.
Well,
I feel like,
it feels like we're seeing a greatness like on the way, fool, for sure. That's how it feels to me, way when I hear your music and
yeah,
I'm
I
seeing you right now.
appreciate you, bro.
But what's your favorite show that you did?
Riverside.
Riverside.
This is October.
Shout
You know
to the
why?
alley.
Shout out
Because like I used to go to shows like back then when King Most Wanted, Frosty Snowman, back then when Blueface, RJ Mr. LA was barely popping. They would do like flyer parties, and you know how the whole block would be shut
It was
down.
like 2017, more or less.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, my
Flyer parties is crazy.
Fire party. Sheesh.
hell yeah! And look, I'm about to show you the video right now.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think that much people were gonna pull up because a lot of parties were happening that day. So I'm like, damn, but since
The IE was in the
I
IE.
didn't know how much Riverside fucked with me,
Yeah.
like,
Is this where you signed the baby?
huh?
Is this where you signed the baby?
I signed a baby.
Didn't you sign like a baby's forehead, or am I tripping?
I signed I signed the baby in like I was at what's it called, like with my girl, and we're with the kids at their school, and then they recognized me and they had a baby.
Yeah.
Where did you sign the baby at? Was it on the forehead?
No, it wasn't on the forehead, it was like on the arm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Signing a baby is
Yeah,
fucking
right?
is nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, hey man, hey P-Face getting fan love out here, man.
Hey, but
yeah.
what's the worst thing about fame, though, fool, so far?
Shit. There's people on
Can't even
Comadre
go to
shit.
Walmart.
Oh, madre shit, right? Sheesh.
I just trip on like, damn,
Mark
fool,
ass
like,
niggas.
I'm just really, it's crazy how fame could really just bring out the worst out of person, all for content views
Yeah.
or whatever, dog. Like, fool, like people really go through real life shit. You know,
Real
like,
life
I feel-
shit.
So I feel like when fools be trying to use like whatever that whatever, it's just like, damn, fool, that shit's gonna matter shit. Like, fool, like that shit's weird. Like, fool, like, the reason why I'm saying that, I seen people try to like clown all that. And some like vloggers chat, oh, he was homeless. Yeah, you're listening to a homeless rapper. I'm like, man, like, and then they feel like he was like, man, yeah, there was a point in my life. Y'all make it seem like, oh, y'all make it seem like fools just come one day. Oh yeah, these rappers just come up one day. Oh yeah, I'm a rapper and I got everything established.
Yeah, and then that's why a lot of people fell with. They always, everybody rap like they made it. Like, nigga, if you know you're not that.
Exactly, dog. That's what I'm like.
Yeah.
That's just a trip to me, homie. I don't like that shit, dog. But like, other than that, fool, it's just a trip on seeing like how people, they just like make a lot of rumors, dog. They be coming up with some like crazy ass shit, and not even that. But do I really don't like it? So like, like I got a girl, and then they be on my dick. I'm on my females relationship. Like, somehow I posted like an old video of me, right? I didn't have my eyebrow tats though, but it went viral. And since I got my girl, everyone tagged her, and everyone was commenting on her shit like, oh, your man cheating on you, and that's when they're like, it's old.
Yeah.
And then even my girl knows it's old, like, but people were so like, oh, like why are you like? It's just crazy, like, damn, fool. But like, I guess like I see how people will be on people like Krishan and Blueface relationships. So I'm like, fuck it, like I guess that's how it is. I'm not saying I'm like that, but I'm just saying like people do be kind of up on dick, But it's just like. Like
it's part of the game. At
yeah,
this point.
I just think of the music wise. I always think of music wise. I don't forget like, oh yeah, people like like.
Just don't get lost in that, like.
Yeah, I don't get lost in the controversy.
Like
and
you
all
said,
that.
it in real life, way.
It ain't real life. That's
It's
what I
just
feel like
fools on the
people
internet.
fuck up on. And then that's when I came to that realization when I first came up in this game, and I'm like, all right, damn, I thought this person is totally different how he is on social media and then in person.
Yep, look like
So I'm
clowns
like,
out
you
here.
got a lot of different shit. I can't like. That's when I'm like, man. And I'm like, that's when I'm like, social media is fake, bro.
It's
like,
fake, fool.
it's just like, like that's when I'm like, that's why I don't front nothing on social media. Anytime you see me on social media, I'm either just chilling, dog, or making music. I'm not gonna be right there like, I don't gotta prove myself to nobody, dog. I really don't. That's the only thing I gotta prove to y'all is just if I could spit a 16 off the top, like straight up.
And you're gonna respect it for sure, dog.
That's
They're
what I'm
gonna
like.
have to respect it.
That's what I'm like. I'm all about music, dog. All that extra shit. Say that shit for the birds, homie.
For the birds, sheesh.
Yeah.
Shit. Anything else we could expect though? I know you got that album, Life That I Live.
Shit.
Anything else?
You're gonna see me doing like, little movies,
I need
like
a tape with
movies.
Tommy. I need a tape with Tommy.
My
fool.
manager is gonna be doing like short films, so you're gonna see me get a little role in there. You're gonna see me doing like, like more like acting. You're gonna see me do like perform like bigger shows. I'm gonna be doing way bigger shows. You're gonna see me one day do a tour soon.
Write a script. Write a script.
That's all I was thinking of. That
Write a
ass.
script.
I wrote a little skit for my intro that I want to do for this one. I'm working on this my third album. I want it to be the hardest. It's gonna be, and I want it to be a Compton ass album. So the album. I know fools are probably gonna take the name, but I don't give a fuck because people are gonna, if you know. But it's gonna I'm gonna call the album "Sliding Down Rosecrans."
Shoo! The real Rosecrans.
Not the Downy
Not
side.
the Downy side.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Sliding down Rosecrans.
It's a big difference, homie.
Sliding down Rosecrans. You know something? When you hear the music, you like, hey, I feel like I'm sliding down Rosecrans. Like,
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to take people into my world, and that I feel like that tape is gonna mean to a lot. But the life I live shit, is gonna really. I feel like this second album is really gonna introduce people to me. This album this album was really just about sound. But this album is people are really gonna get to know me on this album.
Introspective, a little more introspective.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, I remember when he said in this lyric about him. That's why I know that, like, or whatever, like, watch. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna get better in this music shit now. Yes, best believe that. Yeah.
Hey man, whatever you got coming, man. Hey, full community supports you.
Support you.
100%. You feel me?
Yeah. Nah, I'm already knowing. I'll be seeing y'all show love and all that shit. Hopefully, I'm up there on the top 50. Or
Stay tuned, dog.
Cause hey, real facts. Not that many of these new. Think about it. Could freestyle, fool. They can't freestyle. I could freestyle. All my shit is freestyle. Think about it.
Let's get a freestyle.
Let's get a freestyle right now.
And the thing is, I'm not saying what's it called. I'm bigger than fools, but I'm like in the same level of fools who really write their shit down, and I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
Hey, I was on Power 106 recently.
What?
Yeah, with B9. Yeah, that fool had me feeling like a real artist, and he told me you need to think like a real artist, and that's true. But I just feel like, like I can't call myself a real artist yet, and like I have at least. I can call myself an artist yet until I at least have a 1 million monthly streamers. Then I'm like, all right, I'm an artist.
You're an artist,
I feel like I'm just like, man, like it's cause like, man, I'm not saying this shit's like respect to the LA rap, but to be a rapper in LA, like, you come up with a one little hit, you already considered a rapper. Like, nah, homie, you're not a rapper yet, homie. You just a local person that people want, That's how it was. Well, what's it called? My homies from my neighborhood back in the days were known for rapping. They used to get booked for gigs and all that shit because they had a cassette tape that was popping. If your cassette tape was popping in the area, back in the days, they told me they used to be at the Compton Swami, ready trying to sell it. They used to rent a stand trying to sell it, and my homies used to sell 501s. Right there, so man, shout out to homie Major. You already know.
Compton Swami.
That's not shout out, hey fool. Even though
you've been in there, right? You as a kid,
huh?
The Compton Swami.
Yeah, I've been right there when I was younger. Like my mom shows me old pictures when I used to have like the hat, and I used to listen to Michael Jackson a lot. So I used to try to man, like straight up.
That's
I'm
cool.
not
That's fire, fool. That's fire as fuck. Hell yeah.
Yeah, like fool. I see.
Yeah, real family shit.
Yeah, fool. Like I see some one shit. They got a picture of me like in elementary. And I was fucking, had makeup on me like a zombie. Yeah. And they're trying to clown on me on that. And fool, you tell me you in elementary you never dressed up for Halloween? I don't give a fuck. You lying. I don't give a fuck how you gangsta with. You tell me you never dressed up for Halloween as a kid?
You were out here outside, fool.
Right now, I'm grown ass man now, but shit, when I was a little youngster in elementary,
You didn't dress up this Halloween?
Nah, dog. What's it called? I would dress up though, like with my high now though. But if it's like some good shit, like I'm not gonna dress up something on my vibes. But it's like, that's creative. All right, I'll do it.
Shit.
Yeah, but I ain't dressed up. I was working. I fucking did a show. Got my.
I seen that.
And then I had did. And then after that, I had did a couple songs with the homies. homies from, you know, Suriva, Locotes, you know, shout out the homies. Shout out, I don't know, you heard him, the homie Lil Joker. What's it called? I did a song with him, and you know, the homie Trece. What's it called? Them fools are really popping in Riverside. What's it called? In their little area. What's it called? And that's what I'm saying. Them fools, I tapped in with them, you know, so I'll be right there with them, you know, showing love. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I always try to show love from homies
Man
from
of the
every
people,
area,
for sure.
you know. That's why I'm like, you know, if I'm not fucking and showing love in Compton, I'm showing love to you. You know, I show love everywhere.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it, fool.
You know, I see other fools be trying to, you know, since the homies from like, you know, different area, they try, you know, since I see other LA fools doing that, nah, I embrace fools, you know.
You have
like,
to embrace fools, dog.
every type of homies, but if the homie, you know, is a level, we're gonna call it out. You
No,
know?
for sure.
Straight up.
Yeah, fool, I'm sure all these motherfuckers for sure better tap in. And any last words, man?
Shit, nah, for P-Face, anything you want to leave the people with before we head out? Message to the
Man,
fans?
Shit, you already know. Just run on my music. You already know. Keep that shit solid, whatever you do, dog, and just do your dreams. You already know. You see me, I'm just a youngin' from Compton, just, you know, got myself on a mic in a Tesla, and now right here, just,
There you go.
yeah, you know, now right here just doing my
We're on a
shit.
spaceship. Hey, one question. Are we the #1 Raza podcast out here?
Shit, yeah. I think
Fuck
I feel like that's the only.
Compton, homies. That's
That's the only Raza podcast I seen.
Right?
Oh, shit, yeah.
You know, we keep it genuine out
Jesus
here.
Christ, we love you,
But
God.
also, también a real music podcast, too, right?
Oh, yeah,
that,
that's what I'm saying.
We're like
Right now-
probably like one-on-one out here, dog. Straight doing it
Yeah,
up.
straight up. Yeah, I'll give y'all flowers.
Yeah, appreciate
Oh, yeah.
that, my nigga.
You believe in God?
P-Face.
Yeah, I believe in God. Hell yeah, fool.
Stay
You know,
prayed up.
you nobody without God, homie. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. That's why I'm like, man, like, God is like who I really just, what's it called? Like I said, like in the interview one time, like I ain't had a dad, so I used to look at him as a dad, you
Yeah,
know?
that's father
So
right
like,
there,
you know,
yeah.
as reassurance, you know? So yeah, I believe in God on the hood. I don't give a fuck how gangster you is. You gotta believe in God, man. You know, respect to every religion, dog. You know, it's all love.
Let's end it with a prayer or what?
Huh?
Isn't it with a
Let's end it with a
prayer?
prayer.
No, I ain't fools up.
Hey, no, with a prayer, dog. Jesus Christ, we love you, God. We're out
I feel like it's holy because I'm faded. I can't do a prayer faded.
Hey, God
No,
takes
talk
you
to
as
like
you
a
are,
homie. Talk
though.
to it.
It's a plan, fool. It's a plan, homie.
It's
Quick little
faded.
prayer, dog.
Nah, man, you hit us with a prayer, dog.
Go pray, go
Like,
pray. Go prayer.
Hey, God, I just want to thank you for giving us another day to live.
Yeah.
Please continue to bless
Porfa.
our dear friend P-Face,
Yeah.
the boy Raider Prime, myself.
you.
Yes, for sure.
And this coming 2026, just bless us with the strength to keep moving forward and blessings to keep providing for our family.
Yeah.
Amen.
Jesus Christ, we love you, God. Amen.
One of the goats out here, one of the young goats out here, fool. And I
Yeah, let's
appreciate
go,
you,
dog. That was a banger.
You have a full support, dog, for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate you, bro.